These guys have worked through so much. The perseverance, the hard work, the celebration of great success on the field. They've been teammates. Tonight it's about them and their journey.
Yeah, tonight it's about the quarterbacks. You think Bryce Young is going to go #1 overall, but after that, C.J. Stroud is the team that maybe teams are going to come up for this quarterback, and if he doesn't go to #2, it could turn into the wild west.
The Carolina Panthers have the first pick soon. The NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell will open the festivities in Kansas City tonight.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot. Whether you're planning a new patio or a backyard deck, a place to gather or get away, this is your season, your space, and your place to bring it all to life. Do more this season with Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot.
YouTube is now the home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Does this mean you can watch NFL Sunday Ticket without putting a satellite dish on your roof? Does this mean you can watch your favorite teams out of market Sunday games? Does this mean all the players are technically YouTube celebrities now? Yes, to every one of those things. Sign up now and get our lowest full-season price of the year on YouTube and YouTube TV.
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
No, new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico can help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for the chair.
2? That's a Victorian antique.
All right. How much for the recliner then?
Wait. How did that get out here? That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Let's go ball out.
The schedule is released. Lots of great storylines. A rivalry game just the way we like it. All eyes on the quarterback.
It's a true revenge game.
Let's do it! Sweeps the man. And it is caught. If you're a fan of football, this is the day.
Idol is the #1 most social entertainment program, breaking up the biggest viral sensations of 2023.
I love it. Thank you.
And Sunday and Monday, well, it's the most jaw-dropping performances.
We should have been paying money to see that.
Michael Smitty, what's up?
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
The way things are sounding, Michael, I actually think they're taking Bryce Young. For some reason, I feel like going toward Stroud. What's up, Miss Joe? Well, hang on just a second. Oh boy.
College game day is built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. NFL Sunday Ticket.
Pro-Ops 2 from KT Tape combines the ultra-breathable synthetic fabric of KT Tape Pro with
What's going on, everybody? Michael Smitty in the house. First one in the house today. Miss Joe Visa in the house. What's going on? Now, how come the NFL commissioner always gets booed? He always gets booed. Like both commissioners, NFL and NBA.
Welcome to Kansas City and the 2023 NFL Draft. For the first time since we took the draft on the road,
Yeah, I think
to celebrate the draft in the Super Bowl winning city.
I think that the Panthers are going to pick Bryce Young. All right, I know I would like them. For some reason, I'm leaning towards Stroud because of his size.
They are Kansas City natives.
And I should be ashamed, not ashamed, but I I've always gone for the little guy, the smaller guy, because that's me. You know what I'm saying? But I also look at it like this. No matter what your size is, if you can do it, which he did in college, it's going to be a little different. But if he did it in college, if he can do it, he can do it. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right. Yeah, if he can do it, if he can step into that role and do it, fine. All right. Just like my man for the Cardinals, he's not very tall at all. Hey, just get it done. There was some kind of test or something they said the quarterbacks took, and he scored like the highest score. So he's very intelligent. All right, he's very athletic. You know, the only thing that you could possibly right now have against him is his size. But if he can get the job done, you can get the job done. Period. All right. So that's what we want. That's what we want. Forget about the size. If he can come to Carolina and be accurate, be intelligent, not be overcome by the pressure, because there's going to be pressure. Fine. That's how I look at the situation.
Hold up. Kansas City, I think we can do a little bit better than that. Chiefs Kingdom, can I hear you out there?
All right, Bryce. I'm in All right, KC, y'all get off the nobody. Nope. I can't say nobody wants to see you guys, but only the Kansas City Chiefs do. Let's go. Wow.
All right, Kansas City, it's time to get the show started. The 2023 NFL Draft is now officially open.
All right, it's open. Our Panthers have the first pick. They are on the clock. 9 minutes, 52 seconds. What will they do? I tell you what, I do like, and you can't argue with Carolina making the moves that they did make this year. The trades and stuff, and to get this pick, we needed it. So let's just hope we make the right choice. And we won't know. We won't know until next year.
The Panthers, meanwhile, are hoping this goes as well as it did the last time they had the #1 overall pick. They took Cam Newton, eventually went to the Super Bowl. And here are the
Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Levis. It'd be something if the Panthers, and I would put it past them, to skip over those top three that are called the top three and go right to Levis. And look, I don't. Hey, if he comes in and does the job, I'm happy. I'm happy. I also want to see where my dude Hendon Hooker goes. I have a slight connection to him. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, there's the emotions. We always remember certain nights and certain years and certain reactions. And you gotta believe
8 minutes and 14 seconds before the first pick. It will go to the Carolina Panthers.
And all of a sudden, boom, you can prepare for it, but that's a dream of a lifetime.
We're going to talk a lot about team needs, what players bring, but the most important thing tonight in our coverage is you get a chance to get to know these guys and the people who help.
Says the best available is Bryce Young, 5'10", 204. All right. I hope he's 5'10". You know what I'm saying? Like when I played football, they always boosted your height When I was in college, on the program, I was 5'8", 160 pounds. But I was actually 5'6", 140 pounds.
Happened for him is pretty cool. We've already seen the emotion so palpable in this room. There's going to be a lot more of it.
Also have on here best fit Tyrese Wilson, 6'6", 271 pounds.
No question about that. Bryce Young would be an outlier. He's not the biggest.
Pretty sure that's what, 277. It's not a rusher, is it?
But the Carolina Panthers wanted to make this move. This is how they did it. They got the first overall pick, making a trade.
Yeah, defensive end.
The Bears sticking with Justin Fields
from Texas Tech.
A couple of years ago out of Ohio State to pick up.
All right, we definitely won't pick him.
So now we assume most of the talk has been that it would be Bryce Young as we join Samantha Ponder, Robert Griffin III. Bryce is waiting, but we don't know until it's officially announced, guys.
You're right about that. I'm with Robert, who's obviously familiar with this night and also really familiar with Bryce Young. You recently spent some time with him. What was your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, gonna be slow night tonight, but that's okay. It's okay. Thanks for the 3 likes, everyone. So far.
Takeaway I had is obviously he's got phenomenal tape, but this guy is just unfathomable.
Again, just just a watch party, if you will.
Playing on the football field. But it's also the fact of his relationship with his parents, which is so dynamic for him. They prepared him for everything that he's going to face. And obviously, when I asked him who his hero was, at first he laughed, but then he got emotional and almost started to cry as he talked about the relationship that he has with his father. So you can measure his size, his height, his frame, but you cannot measure Bryce Young's heart.
And we know for sure he can handle all the pressure in those huge moments. If he does go to Carolina, he's going to a place where Andy Dalton already is, who definitely isn't afraid to help him out in that quarterback room, Reed.
All right, so tonight we're going to stay on. We're going to try to stay on for the first round. I think my ex-teammate son is projected to go like 33, 32, but who knows? I'm speaking of Hendon Hooker. Could move up a little further. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. The Panthers have. I guess they're calling. No, well, Bryce Young isn't picking up the phone, so they haven't called him yet.
Unless you have one of the guys, the quarterback, but you got to have a guy that can absolutely carry you and can get you out of trouble when you need to.
Let's go, let's go. There's my boy, the cat in the house. But hey, they're in Charlotte. All right, so we've made the choice.
Yeah, they got their guy, and if it ends up being Bryce Young, something to remember, running Billy O'Brien's system the last 2 years, NFL system, makes Bryce Young more of a turnkey type of guy in his first year because of being around that kind of system.
Bill O'Brien, a former head coach in the NFL, was the offensive coordinator at Alabama the last couple of years for Bryce Young. Now has moved back to the NFL, where he is the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. And this Carolina pick, it's gone back and forth. There was some talk early that it might be CJ
I better not
Stroud
get
of Ohio
copyright
State,
strike because of this bad music they got playing in the background.
Typically, NFL quarterbacks don't have this type of success, but he's the outlier. Many people believe that.
No, he really is, because he has special instincts, processing ability, accuracy, everything that you look for in a starting quarterback. You check all the boxes. He's a little.
All right, here we go. As the clock continues to run, 3:14 left on the clock. Panthers needs quarterback, wide receiver, defensive end, linebackers, offensive guard. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One person in the chat. Thank you guys. That's probably me in the chat all by myself. Hey, that's okay.
Number 1 overall. Kyler Murray is about the same height, but both of those guys are thicker guys than Bryce Young.
Just his skeleton, it's just different. Yeah, I mean, when you see these guys, you stand up next to these guys on the right, they're big neck, their legs and their body are just much thicker and able to endure hits. If there's one thing that we're excited to see,
is how he avoids hits, which he did in the SEC. He's going to have to do that. And can he withstand the season of 16?
All right, here we go. Let's go, Panthers. You know what? Here is how I make sure there is no copyright strike. I put my own music in the background, baby. There we go. All right, here we go. They've definitely made their pick. The pick is in.
Cornerstone and building block and the type of person that you want to build around too, because you won't find anyone associated with them say a bad word about him. First pick of the night is in. Here's Roger Goodell.
The pick is in. Who will the Panthers choose?
With the first pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
All right, Bryce Young goes to the Panthers. Hey, you got top three guys. You know, the only difference between, well, one of the biggest difference, one of the differences is the size of the other quarterback, but Bryce Young has handled himself, you know what I'm saying, at Alabama, did what he needed to do, very smart, very intelligent kid, can make the passes, has a little scrambling ability, you know.
Now it's a reality for Bryce Young.
And we have him. All right.
You got a lot of hair, brother.
Let's hope our offensive line can keep him protected. We'll take it, baby. We'll take it. We'll take it, baby.
And Bryce Young, a highly touted high school star. The measurables we talked about, we can't measure is that innate quality to elevate guys. You see his dad, Craig, there on the left, having an emotional moment. He stretches Senator along there as well. Jimmy Sexton. And there is the hug with Commissioner Roger Goodell. You know, this moment, Bryce Young's sort of a flatline guy. Desmond mentioned earlier, a lot of that is directly attributable to his father, Craig, who's a mental health specialist.
And Dad's got some size on him.
My father's a psychologist and a marriage and family therapist, and has done countless things for me mentally. And one of the biggest ones was making sure that I was able to control my thoughts and control my breathing in times that were a little bigger.
Dang, he's small.
My father coached me from as early as I can remember up until about 6th or 7th grade. He was a lot tougher on me than he was a lot of the other kids, and he would yell at me a lot, and he started to realize it was affecting our relationship. And once he started to see that, we would have a strict time period of how much we would talk about things, and after that we put it aside. I think that was a big turning point for us.
But you know, his size is a little bit of a concern to me, but I think he's got all the other intangibles. So
Get that call from the Panthers. Find out he's the #1 overall pick. The pride in your face was hard to miss. What does this moment mean to you?
It just means that God's promise is true, and that if you believe in him, and then if you focus, and then if you sacrifice and you work hard, anything is possible. And I just think we're so blessed for Bryce to share this journey with us and to be his parents.
Julie, you have always provided unconditional love at home, no matter what happened on the football field. But how would you describe the way that Bryce has loved you as your son?
Oh, he's actually been a great son. I mean, really, super easy. He's been just a blessing. He really has. He's been fun. He's a fun person. So it's been great.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you so much.
all right, here we go. First pick. Bryce Young goes to the Panthers. Let's go. Let's get busy. Anybody know what happened to Matt Carroll last year? No idea. I know he got hurt, and then after that, I hadn't heard anything from him, about him. Did the Panthers release him, let him go? I have no idea. It's unfortunate for the young man. Maybe he got picked up by someone. Maybe he got picked up by someone, but you know that's how things go, right? Never got a chance to see what Carroll could do with the Hornets. Excuse me, with the Panthers. All right, so Bryce Young goes first. Next, we have the Cardinals.
Yeah, remember when Steph was at Davidson? Yeah, he's not big enough. Same thing about Bryce Young, all this process. His size, yes, you look at it, it's a concern. Is he going to stay healthy? But he's different. This guy's different. He's Houdini to me.
Yeah, it's a different sport though. Is what the only thing that concerns me. Just a different sport.
And it's more often than not, it's not throwing. It's when he gets to the line of scrimmage or he rolls outside and waits for that last defender to come, a receiver to get open, and the magic happens.
Guys, he's unfazed by pressure. He's able to make uncoachable subtle movements in the pocket. I tell you what, he's just a winner.
Yeah.
Like he exudes confidence. When we were in Tennessee and they were down big, he never looked like he was yelling at his guys, never like he was fake. The only thing he did was walked around and encourage guys like, hey, we got this. Let's just stay the course. We've been here before. We know what to do to win.
Look at the resume, too. Three of the losses, including Texas A&M in 2021, he brought them back. And then find me one game where he actually had a bad game in a two-season.
Yeah, exactly. And just doing a Carolina game last year, honestly, since Cam Newton was in his prime, that organization hasn't had an alpha, hasn't had a guy to build around. That city now has that guy in Bryce Young.
He's not loud, but he has a commanding presence. So Bryce Young goes to the Carolina Panthers. The Houston Texans and new coach D'Amico Ryans on the
Yeah, actually, it's not the Cardinals. It is the Houston Texans. With the next pick, I got I'm gonna list the top 6 up here. Even though they're gonna be right down here.
With the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud.
And the Texans get Stroud right after the Panthers pick up Bryce. So it was going to be 1, 2, you know, regardless, it was going to be that anyway. You know, which, you know, I think both of these guys are going to have good careers in the NFL. You know, neither one of them are. Now, Stroud is taller. He's a lot taller, actually. Pretty accurate. That was me. He's tall. He's accurate. I was like, hey, go with him a little bit. You know, got sealed the line a little bit better. But again, as long as our boy Bryce does the job, I'm happy.
Getting to the 11 was a really crazy process for me. I ended up
Yeah, neither one of those guys are like bulky. And I guess that, you know, that's the new way. You know, as long as you can spin it, you're accurate, you're a leader, you know, and you just go out and do the job. Nobody's looking at a whole lot of that, you know what I'm saying? And you remember everybody was going for the huge, large quarterbacks. And there's not a lot of them, I guess, just not a lot of them out there. Choose from, you got to choose the best that's out there, right? And the best that's out there are slimline guys that are mobile and can spin the ball and put it and are accurate. What's up, Jay Harris? We be watching Deion Sanders in Colorado this year. Yeah, I gotta go check. I gotta check some of those games out, man. With what's going on now, and we got the Cardinals on the clock. They only got 4 minutes and 42 seconds. With what's going on now in Colorado, look, that's exciting news. I mean, not exciting. That's interesting. That's gonna be interesting. interesting TV. That's going to be interesting, man, just to see what happens. See if Deion can pull that program together, because no one has ever heard of, and the transfer portal was bound. This was bound to happen in the transfer portal eventually, but to have this many guys take off, and especially after a spring game too, this many guys take off. What is it up to now? Like 49, 50 some guys just getting the transfer portal. Hey, Deion said he was bringing Louis Vuitton with him, so I hope Louis shows up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some of those games, and they're gonna be televised. Probably that first one. I just hope it ain't during my Carolina football team playing, because I would love to watch it and see what happens. I would love to watch to see what happens. You got a lot of things. There's different levels to what's happening or going to happen down there, because you got the people from Jackson State that are definitely going to be watching. A lot of them still hurt about him leaving, that want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen too. I was one of those guys that was hoping he'd stay and bring Jackson State up, that HBCU up to a level of the these Power 5 schools and the ACC schools, you know what I'm saying? The big conference schools. That's what I was hoping. But, he had other plans.
What was that like for you watching him get the call?
It's just amazing. I want to thank the Houston Texans.
C.J. Stroud. Did I spell it right?
You got an incredible
I think so.
man on the field, as a player on the field, man off the field, man of God. This is surreal. I'm blown away, and I'm so.
Yeah, so the answer is yeah, Jay. I'm definitely gonna check him out. You got to, man. Everybody's with what's going on now. Everybody's gonna be drawn to see what happens to Deion and the Buffaloes.
You with holding this family together. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you.
Let's go to Susie Culver now.
All right, 1 minute, 36 seconds. Cardinals up. Cardinals don't need a quarterback. So will the Cardinals pick maybe a running back?
From this big stage here, what would you say to all the young boys whose life doesn't always go smoothly?
Man, believe in yourself. I always know at a point when nobody believed in me, but I put my trust in God and my family, and what I did, I had discipline and just consistency.
All right, so best available, Bijan Robinson, the running back. Our best fit, I don't know if this is stuck or what. Still Tyree Wilson? Nah, it can't be. 1 minute left. Looks like they're making the decision now. They're probably talking to whoever the young man is. Uh-oh.
And the Houston Texans are right back on the clock. After picking second, they're going to pick third, and maybe they're going to wind up with their quarterback and the defensive player that they coveted too.
I would guess it would be Will Anderson. We'll find out.
Also, the Cardinals, no, the Texans made a trade. So they're right back on it. So the Texans get ready to get another pick.
They're grabbing it by the neck and saying,
all right, Texans.
Caselli, the GM, just an amazing move here to go. I mean, you can hear the reaction from the crowd, all of us on the set, like, what? I mean, we're getting ready to look at the next.
Texans making big moves. Hey, the Panthers made their big moves right at the end of the season, so.
We're going 2, 3, we're getting our quarterback, or we're going to get a game changer on that defensive front.
Quarterback, so who was going to be Levis? Levis? I mean, Richardson's still out there. I don't think they will go with Richardson.
We just had a mega trade with the Texans.
Yeah, well, I thought C.J. Stroud might still be here at 3. That's the move I thought. This Casario for the Texans has been holding on to this like a CIA agent. He worked for Belichick for a long time.
So Texas got a quarterback, and who are they getting next? A running back? Oh, defense.
C.J. Stroud was drafted. Just get real. Here comes the commissioner out now. We would assume the Texans would go defense. Let's see what's coming.
All right, well, I don't know what I was talking about. Forget what I was talking about. Levis is the quarterback. They definitely wouldn't pick him.
The Arizona Cardinals have traded the 3rd pick to the Houston Texans.
Ooh.
With the 3rd pick in the 2023 NFL
Will Anderson Jr.
The Houston Texans select Will Anderson Jr., linebacker, Alabama.
Linebacker. Will Anderson Jr. I guarantee he didn't think he was going to be a 3rd pick. You know, hey, and you know, guys, the higher you are up, the more money that means. You know what I'm saying? So it's big time to get to be in the 1st round and the top pick. You're gonna get a pretty good payday. Youngest of 6 siblings, 5 older sisters. Oh, and then the brother, big bro, come out. He goes to the pro. Got that big whistle on him.
Will Anderson, they call him the Terminator, and got that nickname with his first spring camp in Alabama. Elite combination of speed.
Oh, to be young again.
Boy, what a cornerstone for that
Look at
defensive
Coach.
front, where they're going.
And you know, the other thing, too, about Will Anderson, you see this giant smile. Every time Roger Goodell's going to feel like a NFL quarterback real soon. But no one around the Alabama program would utter a discouraging bad word.
Hey, guys, getting their lives changed in a matter of minutes. In a matter of minutes. All right, so. Hey, I don't even know why I decided I would put down the write down a guy's name. What's up, Ron Dudley? Wow, Texans are gonna have, yeah, they're gonna have something. Texans like, yeah, we trying to win now, just like the Panthers. All right, so. So my little scheme up here, that's all messed up. That's all messed up. Right now we're gonna wait on the Colts. See what the Colts got. I was gonna go with the top 6, but the Texans just threw a monkey wrench in a little stuff up here. That's okay. That's okay. What you think about Bryce Young? Bryce Young. Hey, like I said, the only thing not that I really have anything against him. I'm all for the small guy, but it's just his size a little bit. You know, that concerns me. But if he, I mean, it can be done. Look at my man for the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? Out there doing his thing. Can't be any taller than 5'10". He looks like he's like 5'9". He looks like he's shorter than Bryce Young. But Bryce Young, I mean, everything else, all the other intangibles, the intelligence, you know, probably not intangible, but skill. He's accurate. You know what I'm saying? He's a good leader. He's got everything you want. You know, just a little bit small, but once again, as long as he gets out there and does it, I'm okay with it. All right. My only concern with is if it was high school, if it was college, his size, I wouldn't even thought twice about it. All right. But this is the highest level. Okay. So as long as he can do it, you know, long as he's been playing behind big guys all his life, you know, seeing over the line shouldn't be the biggest problem. If there's a problem, he can move around and get to the right angles and make good passes. As long as the Panthers get him in the right system, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. He wasn't projected to be the top pick for nothing. So we're cool. We're cool. Cool. I just can't wait to see what he does next year. Because you got to get him out there eventually. You know, we got a veteran that we got from who we get him from? Got him from the Saints. We got a veteran out there just to get him ready. You know what I'm saying? But with this pick, number 1 pick, and the Heisman Trophy winner, he's got to get out there and become the starter eventually. If not the first day, but we'll see. I'm cool with it there, Michael. I think he's going to be special for our Panthers. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. As long as he get out there and do it, size for me, this situation doesn't matter. Gotta make sure. Well, we gotta make sure we keep our line shored up. Right? We improved a lot from 2 years ago. We improved last year. As long as we can improve improve this year on that offensive line and keep him protected, I'm good with it. I'm good.
There's that Piner people. That's a great family, and that's about a third of what was in the home visit when I went there to recruit him years ago. So we had chicken and macaroni.
How tall is Coach? Coach can't be no more than 5'10" himself.
It looks like Will Anderson's drip kind of dropped off on you with this suit you got on today.
Well, this Terry buys me a jacket every year for the spring game, so I just carried it over to this, so it's good.
Congratulations, Coach. What a night, and it's just getting started for you. Let's send it up to Roger Goodell. The pick is in.
All right, we got our next pick. The Colts.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson.
Oh, the Colts get the QB. Who's the quarterback there now?
Not because this guy isn't talented. He's supremely talented. He already has been. When he was 3 years old, a football hit his grandmother's window. She came out and said, "Who did
AR feeling the emotions."
That little boy didn't do that. And they gave him the ball again, and he did it again. He's got a remarkable arm. We've seen him in
Hey guys, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, it depends on what kind of offense and stuff they get this guy in running. You know what I'm saying? I think he can end up being special. If he gets with the right quarterback coach, the right team, and they're like, let's continue to develop this guy. You know what I'm saying? He's got the natural ability and all that. They said there was something, maybe he wasn't as accurate. But once again, if they continue to develop him and don't let him get the big head like my boy Cam did, because Cam is number one. He was a phenomenal player. I just don't think Cam worked on his craft. Like anybody that has watched Cam Newton and anything about passing and stuff like that, Cam Newton's feet, he didn't use. He as his years went on, he didn't use. His footwork was not great. That was the only thing that kept Cam Newton's accuracy down, because his footwork wasn't there. I believe Cam Newton was a big, strong runner. He was a decent passer when they first got him, and as a youngster, he would listen in practice. I'll guarantee you that any quarterback coach was telling him, hey, get your footwork right. Work on your footwork. You gotta get set. You can't just use your powerful upper body to throw passes. And anybody that watched Cam, you guys can see. And I love him to death, but at the end of his years, this season, the end of his career, Cam Newton was throwing the ball with upper body only, just his upper body. Cam Newton he didn't use his feet. He didn't set his feet. Cam Newton would throw passes with his upper body. When he did set his feet, like he says right now, he's still one of the top guys. He can still spin it. But when you're just throwing off upper body and your footwork doesn't count, you know, you're not gonna stay in this league for a long period of time and be relevant. I know he looked at what's the GOAT's name? I can't remember anybody's name.
Somebody crying, and I guess they messed up their ankle or something, and I picked them up and carried them to the clinic. I realized I want to help.
But anyway,
I was accepted into the Fire EMS program.
all the quarterbacks that are still relevant, man, they got good footwork. They continue to work on it. They continue to work on it. Not just throwing the ball. You gotta have everything. You know, work on your craft.
Mr. Smith, he was always supporting me and leading me to this moment. I nominated Mr. Smith for a contest for people that impacted my life. He was eventually
Tom Brady. That's what I was thinking about. His footwork. You gotta have it. Everything. You gotta work on everything. All right. But anyway, I think long story short, I think Anthony Richardson doesn't get hurt, stays healthy, somebody develops him, he's going to be special in a few years. He's going to be special anyway, but I think he's going to be he's going to be real special, man. I think. All right, Panthers got Miles Sanders from Philly, running back. Oh yeah. That was like I said, the Panthers did a lot of their big moves right after the season. Right after the season to get this #1 pick, to get to solidify their running back situation back there, and you know, and maybe probably going to be able to pick up somebody in the. I think we've got a second round pick. But in the later rounds, they're going to be able to pick up somebody, and who knows, one of those running backs or those wide receivers they get could end up being big time. There's always somebody that's picked in the lower rounds that comes to the NFL and they ball out. So, you know, maybe we'll get lucky with one of those picks too. All right, we got our first commercial break. Hey, Matt, and Matt Ryan too. Look, all those guys have got longevity there. Jay Harris, they got good footwork. You got to. That's got to be part of it. And I don't know who I talked to a couple of years ago, but I was like, Cam is a superstar. You know, he probably goes to practice and does basically what he wants to do. Who in the Panthers camp tells him what to do when he came play for the Panthers this year? Anybody? Or last year? Not last year, but the year before last. Nobody. That's Cam Newton. He knows what he's doing. Ain't nobody trying to develop Cam. Ain't nobody gonna step up and say, Cam, you need to work on your footwork. He'd probably walk away from him. You know what I'm saying? But that's important. I'm a slow believer in it. Yeah, I'm not but a little middle school coach, but I am a sole believer in you got to work on every bit of your craft. And yeah, if it wasn't for if he did work on that and kept developing that and had that down pat, I think he'd still be in the association. His association, he'd still be in the league. Still be in the league. Nah, the person I was thinking of was Tom Brady. All right, was it Matt Ryan? Cam Newton lost interest in the sport. You think that's it? Because he's still sitting home talking junk about him being better than a lot of the guys that's still there. He was more into fashion than football, I thought. I'm glad you're streaming NFL draft. Hey man, I appreciate it. I just, definitely had to get on today, with the Panthers getting the first pick. Hey, I don't know how I missed it last year. But I've done the NBA the last 2 years, so All right, gotta get to this first round. Matt Ryan is coach. Okay. Matt Ryan is coach starting quarterback. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool because I wouldn't think, because everybody that talks about Richardson says he's still young. He still hasn't matured yet into the position. So to have Matt Ryan to be the starter, still the starter, but have him learning, you know what I'm saying? Have him being the guy that's learning from Matt Ryan could be a good thing. Will we see Richardson start this year? I don't know. I ain't gonna start over Matt Ryan though. He may get some playing time eventually.
With the fifth pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon, quarterback, Illinois.
Cornerback. All right, Devin Witherspoon. Those people acting like they never heard of him. All right.
Mom said play a year. He played safety and had 4 interceptions. He said, you know, I kind of like this. I got 1 more year left in high school. I moved to corner and 7 interceptions. But then he's not eligible right away.
Let's see, Witherspoon.
45 pounds at that point. He's a 0
There we go.
right?
Witherspoon. I get Stroud over here, right? There we go.
And now 40 pounds later, 26 half breakouts, 5 interceptions, and just 3 seasons after that, he's the number 5 overall pick in the NFL draft. This story's unbelievable. What I love most about him is there are a lot of guys you're going to hear drafted in the first round that can cover man-to-man and all that. This guy's 181 pounds and plays like a linebacker. He just loves the game. He's a complete football player. He's got that mentality, and he's intrinsically motivated. You know, he has this chip on his shoulder that he wants to go around and prove everybody wrong.
Will Anderson, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Anderson Jr. Number 4.
I just think it's cool whenever you have guys that were under-recruited, they come in with an attitude in college and like it never leaves their DNA. Even with all the success that he had here, he's showing what a complete player he is. And who better to Pete Carroll and that defense to bring him in? Last year they hit a gold mine with the...
All right, so I got one more slot right here, and then we're just gonna chill and watch. So number 1, Bryce Young goes to the Panthers. Number 2 to the Texans, C.J. Stroud, and then there was a trade. There was a trade by the Cardinals to the Texans, and Texans got actually the second pick also. I mean, the third pick, and they were able to get. Hey, let me get this right. They were able to get Will Anderson was the third pick. Anthony Richardson was the 4th pick. Let's get it right, coach. All right, got a little technical difficulties. Then we got some weather rolling in. There we go.
No big deal. Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat, use a hybrid cloud solution to connect data across multiple systems globally, then analyze all that data with Watson?
Okay,
check and check. That's the hybrid cloud solution IBM and the global bank created. What will you create? IBM. Let's create.
I'm in this week, Joy, telling people that Geico's been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
All right, there we go.
And did you know that Geico offers motorcycle insurance? Oh, my lips are burning.
All right, so we got the Lions on the clock. They got 3 minutes.
Too hot. Oh, this is too hot, man.
Next week, the Coronation Countdown is on. And
Hey, thank you, you guys who stopped by. Just a little watch party. Checking out the draft. This is the first round I'm gonna look at, and then I'm out of here. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hitting that like button and watching these watching these Panthers get the Heisman Trophy winner, first round pick, Bryce Young.
Ever wonder why Lidl prices their charcuterie so low? I heard they get royalties when someone says charcuterie. Charcuterie? Boom. Royalties. Ooh, charcuterie. Boom. Jackpot.
Sometimes people need to buy a new car, and sometimes people are just ready for a change.
You choose your payment, interest rate, trade-in value, and terms by clicking 31dodge.tv.
Simple, easy, and transparent. Click 31dodge.tv.
During Ram Truck Month.
Woo, maybe a slow one. 6 likes, appreciate you guys. Everybody hitting that like button as soon as they come in. All right, so we got a timeout. We've got a commercial going on. For those who are just coming in, Bryce Young was the first overall pick by the Panthers. Then C.J. Stroud was the second overall pick by the Texans. Then the Texans traded their pick or the Cardinals traded their pick to the Texans. Texans and the Cardinals work out a deal. And the Texans also get the number 3 overall pick, which is an outside linebacker, Will Anderson Jr. With the fourth pick, the Colts. Are we gonna have another trade? The Colts picked Anthony Richardson, the very talented quarterback, or the quarterback that had an outstanding combine or quarterback day, whatever it was. But now the Cardinals are on the clock. So they are going to get the number 6 pick. So Arizona now.
When he makes his way to the podium, the Cardinals will make their first pick of the evening.
The Detroit Lions have traded the 6th pick.
The Lions traded.
Cardinals. With the 6th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Harris Johnson Jr.
Harris J. Jr. Offensive tackle.
To go tonight with C.J. Stroud, who went to the Texans second overall. So 2 guys from Alabama, 2 guys from Ohio State, and
Harris Johnson Jr. goes 6. So the Lions trade with Arizona, and Arizona gets the 6th pick. Offensive tackle. Let's take a look at big man.
Hospitals and veterans, and tries to provide gifts to children in need. He's got all kinds of things off the board, so not only are they getting a great player.
All right, so Harris Johnson Jr. Harris Johnson Jr. what projected 12th round. I mean 12th pick, right? Is that what that means? Yeah, overall ranking. Well, it's the 12th overall ranking. 6'6", 313 pounds. Gets off the ball quickly. Has upper body strength, so that means he's mobile. That means he'll be a good run blocker. Started at guard. And was at the Buckeyes, Ohio State. Yeah, look at those arms, man. Yeah, look, great run blocker. Dang, you want him bigger and stronger? Good gracious, he's 6'6", 313 pounds. Maybe he needs to get stronger. First round, 6th pick. All right, Devin Witherspoon, 6 foot, 181 pound cornerback. He's a physical and tenacious corner who plays with an edge. It's what you got to have. I always say that cornerbacks are like mini linebackers. You know, they do play behind the line off the ball, and they're responsible for staying with the wide receivers, but they also have to come up and they got to make plays. You got to make tackles. So they got a defensive back's got to fly around. You can't be too big because you got to have a little speed to stay with the wide receivers. You got to be skillful like a wide receiver. But then you got to have one thing that wide receivers don't have. And that is that willingness to hit somebody. You got to come up and stick somebody. 6 foot, 181. It's pretty darn good there. Good size. Anthony Richardson, 6 foot tall, 244 pounds. Can throw the ball, can drive it, can definitely spin it. Nice flick of the wrist, which he does have. He can get it down the field. Anthony Anderson, the linebacker, 6 foot, 253 pounds. Hey, that's a nice size for an outside linebacker. Anderson's first step and quick, powerful hands are outstanding. Nice. Then we know about Stroud right there. 6'3", 214. Stroud is the best pure pocket passer in the 2023 draft. So not only his size, but talking about pure pocket passer, that's one of the things I was interested about. And like, hey, if we're gonna throw out of the pocket, this is the guy to get. He's got the size. He can evidently has good accuracy, but. All right, we went with Bryce Young, so let's see what they say about Bryce Young.
Yeah, is it the day one guy? He's in there and he's immediately the guy. Yeah,
Bryce Young is a fast processor with a quick release and the touch that leads receiver to yards after the catch. He has rare poise, no moments too big for him, and he rarely makes mental errors. Okay. We definitely need that. Definitely need that. I hope that if he takes a few hits, our offensive line has improved. But everybody knows that has been a weakness a little bit there for the Panthers. So as long as he doesn't get happy feet back there, He'll be all right. He'll be all right. But I really was hoping that I really was hoping we get Stroud. I really was. But let's go, Bryce. Let's go, Young. All right, so we got the Raiders on the clock. Needs any cornerback, quarterback, defensive tackle, guard, defensive end. Who's out there? Oh boy, I'm already yawning. What's up, coach? All right, Raiders pick is in. They get Tyree Wilson. Defensive end. He's a big kid. Man, these guys with these NILs, you would think that's the reason they come out with these expensive suits and blinging out like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were doing that when they were in college, but you know they're getting ready to get a big deal. So a lot of times what happens is they can go to the jewelers, knowing that they're going to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? And I guess use that to as credit, if you will. I'm good for it. Or I will be good for it in a month. In a few weeks, I'll be good for it. Just so go ahead and cut up this $75,000 chain for me. I'll get you. All right, this young man, 6'6", 271 pounds, powerful pass rusher, was difficult to keep off the quarterback when he shoots his hand inside and extends his long arms. That's a big dude right there, bro. That's getting up there close to Julius Pepper size. Man, I thought the running back Robinson would be gone by now. He's still hanging in there, still hanging out there. Paris Johnson. Alright, got a little timeout. Not timeout, but you know, we're taking timeout for station identification, if you will, and to sell some stuff. Alright, so far, anyone just getting here or stopping by, Bryce Young went number 1, 5'10", 204 pound quarterback to the Panthers. Number 2 was C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State quarterback, goes to the Texans. Then the Texans trade with the Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken. Trade up, and they get a outside linebacker, Will Anderson, from Alabama. Then the Colts choose Anthony Richardson, the outstanding quarterback. The quarterback had an outstanding pro day. Rough quarterback, but tough quarterback, and will be developed, I think. Devin Witherspoon went 5th overall, cornerback from Illinois. Paris Johnson, Ohio State, offensive tackle, big man, goes number 6. And the Raiders just picked Tyree Wilson, pass rusher, from Texas Tech, defensive end. All right, the team that's swiftly becoming our arch rivals, the Atlanta Falcons, pick is up now.
For the Atlanta Falcons pick, I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City. Chris and Shane are a true testament to the power of mentorship. The NFL and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. Part of our work,
All right, I can see who they picked.
Inspire change. The Falcons are big-time supporters of the organization, and they're thrilled to have Chris and Shane making their pick. Okay, guys, take it away.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select the
Bijan Robinson, the running back. And that wouldn't have hurt Carolina to be able to get him later on, but I guess the top running back right there, Bijan Robinson. Grandfather Cleo was a Pac-12 referee for over 39 years. All right, so we get our first running back. First running back, Bijan Robinson. Bijan, was he 5'10"? Excuse me, he's 5'11", 215. Robinson is the best running back prospect to enter the draft since at least 2018, when the Giants drafted Saquon Barkley. All right, so up next, unless somebody trades up or whatever, or even down, who knows? Eagles are up next. Man, why would the Eagles get in there? Got a first round pick. Dang. Let's see. Did the Super Bowl champs get one? In the first round? Yeah, right at the end. So I guess everybody gets one. Alright, Eagles. You got the Bears. Then you got Tennessee, the Lions in on number 12, Green Bay, the Celtics, Jets, the Washington football team, excuse me, the Commanders, Pittsburgh, then the Lions get another pick. They get the 16th pick, or that's 18th pick. Tampa Bay, then Seahawks again. Then the Lightning Bolts. You get the Baltimore Ravens, Vikings, Jaguars, New York, the Giants, then Cowboys come in at 27. Buffalo at 28. Cincinnati 29. You got the Saints, Eagles again, and then Kansas City. Right, we're just trying to see, I'm trying to see when my boy Hendon Hooker, I would like to see him get drafted. I'd like to see him get the first round, but somebody will probably maybe get him in the second round. Even if he's not going to start, he'd be good to be on the team. And who knows? He could possibly start.
Yeah, and you think of Arthur Smith and his time when he was with the Titans, with Derrick Henry, trying to build a similar offense. He's got a young quarterback who played London and really fit last year, Kyle Pitts, and now you get the running back. If they can get stronger up front, you can...
Bijan Robinson is a beast at running back, yeah. And, running backs don't usually go to teams and sit. They get out there. They use... Running backs are used, you know what I'm saying? Running backs get used. As long as you got pretty decent hands, wide receivers get used when they get drafted. Especially when they get drafted in the first round. You're going to see, well, actually not really, let me take that back. Yeah, in the first round, you're definitely going to get used. They're going to put you out there in the first, if you get drafted in the first round. Wide receivers and running backs. Hey, quarterback is probably the only one that may not, depending on who you are playing behind, may not see the field a lot. All right, Eagles on the clock. Actually, their pick is in. Hey, what do the Eagles need?
They could give a master class on how to build a roster and the way they move around. Does a really good job of that.
All right, Roger Goodell about to bring this.
Prince playing in the background. All right, so got Jalen Carter, best available out there. Defensive tackle. And that's what they need right there, defensive tackle, safety. And looks like that's who they're picking.
With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Jalen Carter. Look, man chugging. Beware the champion drinkers. Whoa to the champion drinkers. Hey, where you at, big man? Oh, you sweating?
There certainly were some issues off the field. He was involved in a misdemeanor charge of reckless driver racing in connection with a crash that no teammate and another University of Georgia staffer. He's from Apopka, Florida.
Hold up. He could dunk in the 5th grade. Dude, get up there and call your name. What you doing, bro? I was like, I come back and hug you guys. Let me go get this hat. Let me go get this. You know what I'm saying?
Mid-January, right after Georgia celebrated its national championship, he was present at the scene. The crash had killed a couple of people. He left the combine to turn himself in. Ended up pleading no contest to those misdemeanor charges.
Yeah, because you know he has the right to be emotional. All the guys do, but you know, we had that accident. You know, then people died. You know, like he was like, I messed up doing young people thing. You know, hey, he wasn't out beating up people. He wasn't out stealing things, nothing like that. You know, just young people stuff, and ended up some people died off the mistake, but still lucky. And he knows he is to be alive. You know what I'm saying? But then to be alive and then still get picked first round. Hey, baby, make the most of it. Make the most of it. Jaden 6'3", 314. Defense. Hey, good gracious. He's violent, bro. Like that's what we need on our defensive line in Charlotte. Just get out of here.
Hey, you guys are tested, but I mean, he is the most talented defensive player in the draft.
Well, these moms. Well, actually, these moms are young anyway. They get all dolled up like they going to the prom. Yeah, cause that money coming in too.
What was it like to see him emotional?
Just to be strong for him. You know, I was like, because he's so tough, you know. I'm like, wow, he's so emotional. So I know that this really means something special to him.
Congratulations, you guys enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Reese.
Well, thank you, Darius Kirby Smart, another one of his defenders. Last year he had 5 Georgia Bulldogs selected in the first round, all from his national championship winning defense. 15 players.
I wonder if some of them guys like coach come back like, coach, man, I appreciate everything you did for me, man. You know what I'm saying? They gave me this big contract, you know. Here's $25,000 for all you did. All right, so the Bears already have their pick in.
Jalen, you're arguably the most talented player on the best team in the country, but this process felt unpredictable. How would you describe just the range?
Dang, the Eagles just restacking.
The Eagles guys got on the phone with you today. What did you tell them?
I told them they got the best player in the job. And, you know, day one when I get there, it's time to work. And we're playing the Super Bowl.
And you've got former teammates there already. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean, you know, I'm going to come there and talk to them guys, and we're going to win.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Pretty neat, Jalen. Thanks very much.
Hey, I like that confidence right there. That type of confidence. Bears. Roger Goodell comes up to announce the Bears. Tell you right now, Darnell White. Darnell Wright, offensive tackle. The Bears. Darnell White, 6'5", 333 pounds. Dang, they don't get no smaller, boy. Yeah, that's big. 5 seconds. At 6'5", shoot, he could outrun me right now. I think I could run a 5 flat right now, but I would pull everything. I would tear my hamstring and my quad. I mean, everything on my waist will be done for. I will be laid up a whole month, guaranteed. Wright is massive, but he plays with balance. He has the strength to move defenders off the ball when his what is that? With his what is that? Latches? You know what? I can't see. To move defenders off the ball with his latches on. All right, so Transformers, new movie. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to number 11, and looks like the Titans are on the clock. Again, thank you everyone for hanging out with me, joining me today. Oh, here's something else I can look at. Not too many people hanging with me today. Whew, it's gonna be really slow. All right. Let's see what's going on in the NBA, because the Boston Celtics They get ready to get. They're gonna end up and get kicked out of this thing, bro.
Refreshing strawberry flavor. And a smooth, creamy finish. Don't tell me so.
What is this? What? February. I don't understand. Alright, let's go. The NBA. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. I'm feeling you. All right. '26, 28. All right, so okay, the Lakers don't play again until Friday. Well, yeah, of course. Just played last night. All right, Tennessee Titans on the clock. Wonder what happens in what's happening in Charlotte. Since Charlotte got the first pick, you know, we know they know who we got. What are they doing in the stadium right now? Like everybody's chilling, watching the draft or whatever. Right. You're right, Desmond. First round, bro.
With the 11th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronsky.
Peter Skoronsky sounds like an offensive lineman. Don't know him. Yep. Got that last name. Skoronski. Definitely an offensive lineman. Grandfather Bob played all offensive tackle on Lombardi's 5 championship Packer team. All right, so here is the bio or the looks for Peter Skoronski in the first round. He's sudden, plays with great balance, and mirrors well in pass protection. He times his punch well, keeps his hands inside, and shows good snap in his punch. So he's a good pass blocker also.
Lombardi selected him to be a captain. It's just amazing to think about, and it brings a lot of pride for me personally. Offensive line, I think, has changed a lot since he played versus now.
Wow, that's all you're gonna give me right there? I guess so. That's all you get. Let's see.
I'm just trying to carry on the Skoronski name, and I hope I made you proud.
The Bears got Daniel. Is that Darrell? Right. Darnell Wright. Cool. He does got some twists. That's what they mean by sudden. He's sudden. I think I hit the button by accident. Nice, there you go, Skoronski. There's your little show right there. All right, so we got the Green Bay Packers.
With the 12th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jameer Gibbs.
All right, so they trade up. No, my bad. They put the name on here, Jameer Gibbs, before I got a chance to, before I could see it come up, and so we got our second running back. 5'9", 199. He's a little stud. 4.36. He can go. He gonna catch 4.36, buddy. Good run. Gibbs is a home run hitter with 2 rare traits: his ability to make defenders whiff in tight spaces, and his ability to run away from defenders. Jameer Gibbs goes to the Lions. He already got a Lions hat on. They probably called him. Called him earlier today. Oh, good gracious. We have a receiver too. All right, now Green Bay. 4 minutes, 51 seconds left. Green Bay on the clock. This is number 13. We are nearing the halfway mark. Nearing the halfway mark. Hey, thank you all for hanging out with me and checking out this NFL draft tonight. Thank you guys for hitting that like button also.
2023 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Lucas Van Ness, defensive end, Iowa.
This is the guy who can get to the quarterback. To stay home in the Midwest, great start from Iowa, grew up playing hockey, and they're going to love him in Green Bay and across the nation. Everybody loves the Jonas Brothers. How great is it to have Nick, Joe, and Kevin with us tonight celebrating the NFL Draft? Great to see you, too. Now, what's this night like? You guys are usually the center of attention with all this and performing on the stage, but watching someone else have this moment.
Well, this stage is about 10 times bigger than our stage. If you're a football fan, there's no better place to be than all of us. Right here. Yeah, this is pretty mind-blowing.
These fans are a little out tonight. They're a little excited.
How hardcore football fan are you? You guys are all Giants fans?
Big-time Giants fans. We grew up in New Jersey and Texas, so our dad's watching, and he's a big Cowboys fan. Yeah. Oh, he's not a big Cowboys fan, but you know, we have a lot of love and a lot of respect. Thanksgiving was tough this year.
Who are some of your musical inspirations growing up? Like, 'cause I grew up with three brothers, right? All right. And we loved the Jackson 5. I could play the lead guitar, I could play the drums, but I could play football better than I could play the lead guitar. Okay. Who was your musical inspirations growing up?
Our dad raised us on a lot of good music. Bee Gees, obviously, another brother group. Stevie Wonder, you know, Carole King.
Yeah, Carole King.
And we've been, you know, finding ways to work those early influences into our music today.
You guys have a lot of travel right now. What's the latest with your tours and what you're up to right now?
So we got an album coming out May 12th, and so that's kind of our exciting priority right now. But then we're going to be going on a world tour starting at Yankee Stadium for 2 nights, which will be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. You do a world tour. Just fill us in on the travel, what the wear and tear on your voices. You're not just bouncing around the country. You're going all over the place.
Yeah, we non-stop. It's so much fun. But we've learned to make it great. Every day we as much golf as we can. Okay. Then the shows, you know, really tire ourselves out.
Yeah.
And on a day off, it's always a day on, as we say.
As for the trade, the Steelers are now on the clock. I think number 14 will get you that pick coming up in just a moment. You got a single that's out right now. Waffle House?
Yes, our song's called Waffle House. It's not necessarily about Waffle House, but it's about, you know, one of the places for you when you're with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and you have those tough conversations. You kind of build that foundation of what, you know, family looks like. And for us, early in our career, exploring Waffle House was the spot, so we wrote a song about it.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes even NFL stars celebrated the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
Jaguars won the playoff game. Trevor Lawrence led everybody in the Waffle House.
I love it. It was amazing. I saw that video.
Did you? You like that?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, we're going to find out what you guys think the Giants should do when they pick later on. They have 25th pick tonight, but we want to show you the selection just made by the Green Bay Packers and Lucas Van Ness from that great Iowa defense. They call him Hercules because of his physique. Yeah, this is one of those guys. You want him to be the first one off the bus when your opponent. He's just that big, and you know he can bend on the edge. You can kick him down, put him at 3-point stance. The interesting thing about Van Ness is that he was told that he could come on the job, but he didn't start for Iowa. But he played so many snaps and said, look, you're very productive. You're a guy coming off the edge. It's a deep edge draft, but he's one of the best in college football, and now he's joining the Packers.
Yes, you know, we talked about Witherspoon from Illinois. He kind of worked himself into becoming a player. That's what this guy is. He's 240 pounds when he showed up as a freshman. Gets drafted at about 270 pounds. Yeah. And it's just chiseled. So, you know, I love those guys that have to work to become who they are. And the guy that's the Packers are easily be able to relate to that fan base.
You know, Nick, Joe, and Kevin were talking about a little strife in the family. The Van Nesses might have had that too. He went to Iowa, a star there. Both of his parents went to Iowa State. This is the man who will carve his own path.
I like it, bro. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do for the Packers. Sure.
Hey, do you follow college football closely?
You know, as much as I can, we're all big Penn State fans as well.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well, you know, we tried to get you guys on to come be the...
I know. Anytime you want to. Yeah, well, we're in a write-up.
Have you ever seen a wild?
Oh, yeah, we did. You got to go right up.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's as good as I ever fun game, yeah. I mean, I know you guys see a lot of
taking over chance.
Steelers pick is in.
Who's the most athletic?
See, you're going to ask a bunch of brothers. We don't want to
Who's the most athletic between you two?
Depends on the sport and the day, I guess. Who's the workout guy?
the 14th pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia.
They got no idea.
I love the faces.
Biggest
So great. It's like, okay, let's go.
I'm on camera.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Lithonia, Georgia, Broderick Jones is celebrating. He's a guy who likes to go to car shows. He used to like to ride his dirt bike. That's going to come to an end in the NFL for sure. But he also brings a passion for a particular pet.
Got a bunch of people in there.
Everybody got cats and dogs. So I just wanted something different, something exotic. So I ended up just getting snakes. Got a smaller one. Got to college, got a bigger one, 16-foot albino retic, Burmese python. That was really terrifying me, but as I got to, bond with them, it became easier and easier. We were able to let them roam around the house from time to time. Putting them in the bathtub, they like that, letting them soak in water. I take them out in public, I just let them ride in the car with me sometimes. My snakes never tried to bite me. That's all about the bond. The more you take them out and build that trust with them, I feel like you'll be okay.
Whatever. Robert, you can have the snakes, my boy. 6'5", 311. Jones has no trouble handling pure speed off the edge, and he mirrors with ease as a passer and pass protector.
I just don't like them though, you know what I mean? That's why I kill them.
So guys, Giants, I'm not going to ask you who you want to pick because you'd have to know all these names, but do you care at all with the Giants pick? Are you going to be like the fans who are like, yeah! You have no idea.
As diehard, lifelong Giants fans, we trust the organization to make the right call, lead us to victory, but I think our offensive line can use some help.
Yeah. Well, they're committed to Daniel Jones now.
Protect our guy. And he does.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're feeling good, so you're feeling good about it.
Actually, I think his performance last year was incredible, right? I think everyone counted him out for so long, and he showed up and ran and moved, and he just did it.
Yeah.
He didn't do it all the way yet, but we can get there.
You got a great head coach.
Yeah.
You guys going to love Saquon. That must be your guy.
We love Saquon.
Great, man. So on the clock right now, the New York Jets. They're picking in the first round, but they've already pretty much won their offseason by getting a quarterback, something that has been looted in New York.
Packers and Jets trade. 13th pick overall. 23 second round pick, 42nd. 6th round pick and conditional. Jets need an offensive tackle. Jets just have the ugliest color, bro. That's the most depressing color in the NFL. I mean, I know the grass is green, once your grass is green, but man, the uniforms, ugh. All right. You know what? This has been great and all, but I'm going to switch gears. I think I'm going to switch gears. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I am going I'm going to go over here and I'm going to watch this I'm going to see what happens in the Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks game. And then I'm going to keep it scrolling across the top here. So we'll see what's going on with the draft that way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're gonna hold it right here. Well, you know what? Yeah, I gotta go see what's happening over here. Stickles.
The NFL is proud to be part of the global community that supports the life-changing wishes that Make-A-Wish creates. With World Wish Day only a couple days away, I'm joined by Kyle Stickles, a Make-A-Wish kid who battled and overcame bone cancer. Kyle's wish is to announce the first round pick of his favorite team, the New York Jets. I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Kyle as his wish comes true. The floor is yours, Kyle.
Let's go, Kyle.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. I'd also like to thank the NFL, the New York Jets, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Northeastern New York for giving me this opportunity tonight. With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Will McDonald, linebacker, Iowa State. Let's go! Yeah! Let's go!
What a great job Kyle did, and he's going to be just as excited when he sees Will McDonald play for the Jets. How about this? There has been no Iowa State player selected in the first round since George Amundsen in 1973. But here's Will McDonald coming back for his senior.
All right, yeah. So Will McDonald goes 15. Linebacker.
You know, I think as he transitions to the NFL, he's going to be used as a specialist on third down, where he is electrifying off the edge. The Jets got a difference maker because he can work around offensive tackles with size, with quickness. You put it back on him like that, he's going to be able to have, with his length, he's able to get around him. So, Des, I really love the combination of skills, but not the big size early in his career. He'll grow to that. Right now, he's twitchy off that edge.
But very active and very productive. He forced 10 fumbles in his career. He's explosive, got active hands, eager feet, and tackles. They have a hard time getting a firm grip on him. He's really slippery. Now, he can fit a 3-4 scheme as an outside linebacker. The guy, he has impressive change of direction and quickness, too.
be the first in his family to graduate college. His mother has beaten breast cancer. He lost his brother a couple of years ago and wears a chain bearing his image. Now, Will McDonald is the guy that we talk about his athleticism. Oh, he can jump defensive line or offensive lineman, but that's not the only thing he can clear in a single bound.
My name is Will McDonald. I like to jump over cars and I like to do extreme stuff. One day, I seen a car and I was like, I wonder if I could jump over that. And so I just went and did it. Probably one of my hardest ones, but I did make it look easy. When I was little, going to the park, even up to the top of the swing, and like backflip off that, do like 2 backflips in a row, land, do another backflip, just do like some twists. It was just real fun. I'm about to start playing in the NFL, so I'm about to just start jumping over tackles, guards, centers, running back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stop jumping over cars and stuff. I know that.
Start using my athletic ability to the best I can.
Now that you've moved back home,
I have a resume here.
your mom has made it her job to find you a job. Any job.
This is college resume. I'm going to give you this resume.
You need something more related to your skills and interests.
Training.
Just opens it up and lends itself to offensive rebounds.
8 points, 9 rebounds for Capella. Blocking short arms to 3, the one-handed rebound by Young. Here comes Trey looking to push. Attacks.
Trey.
Underneath.
Oh.
Smart pass. Capella just couldn't quite squeeze it initially. Brown looking to push. Left-handed layup. We are tied again. Quick timeout taken by Quinn Snyder and Atlanta.
Well, you miss on one end. You have 3 defenders back. Jayden Brown says, you know what? The masked man. That's who I am. I'm a superhero. I don't care. 3-0, 1-on-3, and I make it happen. When you're betting on your favorite player, you have to think like your favorite player. You did good, young Chuck. You too, old Chuck. Getting better with age. Like a cream and Dutch Gouda. And same game parlays on.
Yeah, Michael Smitty, 100% right about that. A lot of young men having their life changed with just that same sentence, that same announcement. With the whatever pick, the whatever team selects, changes their life completely. Like creates generational wealth if they do what they're supposed to with the money. Especially these days.
That's it? Yeah. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easy to compare home insurance options. Cool. What do we do now? Relive.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer.
All right, so got a couple of things going on here. Still checking out the NFL draft. And so with the 16th pick, The Commanders get E. Forbes. Six-foot tall cornerback, 100. Dang, he's a lightweight. 166. 6 foot, 166. He must be a good man-to-man defender. But anyway, while that is going on, I'm checking out the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. It is the third quarter.
It's totally a dynamic that has to grow.
And it's tied up.
Steph and Clay. Clay doesn't need the ball in his hands. Steph can play off the ball. Kevin Durant doesn't necessarily need it with Devin Booker.
So right now the
and grow with that because they should be a dynamic force together. But they have to understand the knowledge it takes to be able to give the ball up and yet still be effective.
Just think of all they have invested in this kid Murray.
The Patriots are on the clock.
It's a soft touch and a friendly bounce. Looks like Marcus Smart grimacing in a little bit of pain. Guy's been banged around with injuries all season.
But they figure it out. I mean, I think DeJounte Murray not only can be, if you see an offensive player,
Celtics with the ball is going to be a
I think he can be very impactful and a game changer.
defensive foul there.
Because of his size and athleticism. Now right here, he's getting to a spot. He's not forcing that shot. He got to a spot raised over a smaller opponent. In the second half, he's allowed the game to work for him and not against him.
Jimmy, just think of what they gave up in that blockbuster trade with San Antonio. 3 first-round picks, swapped another first. Dealing really some shockwaves. When you just consider what they have invested in this thing to make it work.
But you gotta understand something too. Some secondary market teams have to figure out ways to get big-time players because top free agents are not gonna sign. So if you look at Denver, they say, well, why would you sign a Michael Porter Jr. to that much money? Well, you can't allow that young man to leave your franchise as a free agent because you're not going to get someone probably as capable on the market. So you have to preserve that capital you have in-house, and sometimes it may mean overpaying or giving up a little bit too much.
They roll the dice. Obviously feel like they've got their right mix here as we check in with Stephanie.
You guys talking about DeJounte Murray, I asked Quentin Snyder before the game what he missed most about him that one game that he was out for the suspension. The first thing he said was his competitive presence. We're witnessing it right now here in the second half. He was held scoreless in the first half. All of his buckets have been very timely to help these Hawks stay in the game.
Tatum, pretty little floater. Quentin Snyder said that he was really dialed in. They had him in on FaceTime during the pregame chat in the locker room. FaceTime began just when they came off the floor after the game. As he is back from his one-game suspension. Kicks it into the corner to Bogdanovic as we are inside of 3 minutes left in the quarter. Bogdanovic, terrific defense from Blackman.
Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic scooping.
Oh, nice shot by Bogdanovic. Great defense, better offense.
9 for Bogdanovic. Back in his usual role off the bench.
All right, that was excellent defense by Malcolm Brogdon, but the patience of Bogdanovic to not discontinue his dribble and get to a spot paid off.
9 ties,
Yeah, that's safe.
13 lead
Williams.
changes in what has been a sensational game 6. Tatum slithers in. This is Grant Williams. Massive 3 for Boston. And Grant Williams, again, little used in this series, kind of raising some eyebrows right back into the thick of things tonight.
Yeah, but he's a pro and he's going to stay ready. He's been through this scenario before in his career in regards to maybe not playing, but still have to come and perform when the number is called.
Hawks come up empty. So the Celtics trying to build on a 2-point lead. Here comes Brogdon curling, floating, and hitting.
Brogdon with the shot.
13 for Brogdon. It's a 4-point Celtics lead. No one expected this series to be back here tonight for a 6th game. With the Celtics
finally and desperately trying to put this team away. Sadiq Bey left it a little bit short. Fight for it. No
Rebound Murray.
Hunter pressure.
Finds Hunter. Attacking the basket. Layup is good.
17 for Hunter.
It's just the little things that keep the Hawks alive. Just when you think Boston is going to break out and do something, Hawks make a defensive play.
Boston still ahead by 2.
Down the lane for an easy 2.
Think you can call the shots? Prove it with NBA Pick'em. It's free and easy to play. Let me break it down. You pick what you think will happen. Think the Warriors will snag more boards than the Sixers? Pick 'em. Nuggets trade more threes than the Bucks? You guessed it. Pick 'em. Next, you watch the game.
All right, so the
And you can even win awesome prizes. How awesome? How about autographed gear from your favorite players? Play NBA Pick'em today. Free to play at NBA.com/pick'em or on the NBA app. Pick, watch, win.
The New England Patriots get a Christian Gonzalez, another Gonzalez. But he plays cornerback. 6'1", 197-pounder. That's a nice size for a cornerback. So now we got the Lions on the clock with number 18th pick.
Shot attempts in the third quarter, 23-16. So doing a good job of spreading, but not hitting as much, but getting offensive looks. Good defense that time by the Congress contest Tatum.
DeJounte Murray, who did not score in the first half, if you just joined us. 9 points here in the quarter. As we are under a minute left. This is O'Connell. Shadowed by Williams. Bogdanovich. Knifes in, extends, and lays it in. Right through the teeth of the defense. Bogdanovich, year 3 in Atlanta. Tatum fires. Too much. Jason Tatum tonight, 3 of 9 from deep. Atlanta, no. O'Connell puts it down and contact.
And I know it was a 2-for-1 scenario for Boston. That's why Tatum takes that shot. But the long jump shot allows Trae Young to get some momentum in kind of like the secondary break. No one picks him up. The defense collapses. Okongwu on the back end.
Unable to complete the 3-point play. 6 unanswered for the Hawks. 21 second chance points. And we're still in the third quarter. A 1-second difference, shots a game clock. Collins defending against Brown. Brown maneuvering. Shoots. Back rim, no. O'Connell clears. And we're headed to the fourth here in Atlanta.
Man, I think Atlanta's getting ready to win this game.
Now, you just freak, wipe, and we're done.
With Mr. Clean, Clean Freak, conquering messes is that easy.
I think Atlanta is going to win the game.
Seattle sitting there at 20. It'll be interesting.
actually the Lions have done a good job. They got a good running back, first rounder. You know, even though they did some trading and went down, traded down, well, to get to get 12.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
So they get a running back and they get a linebacker.
Which goes to the best linebacker in college football, and he's also a smart guy.
Dang, that's a big linebacker. 6'5", 249, which means he looks a little slimmer than he actually is.
Basketball player for Drake, and here's 31 who has a nose for the football, and he's athletic too. He won a couple of basketball championships, played Cedar Falls High School, called him Captain Jack because of the leadership ability. He led the nation in tackles in 2021. Turned right around and won the Buckets Award, as we mentioned, in 2022.
I mean, somewhere you feel like Chris Spielman, who helps out with the Lions, he had a lot to do with this pick right here, because this is his kind of guy. Jack Campbell, 6'5", 250, is a middle linebacker spot and has incredible
Hey, cover some ground too.
people away, shocked people at the combine because of the speed and the change of direction. I think they just thought he was kind of that old school middle linebacker, maybe a little heavy footed, but he's not. He's got instincts, he's got range, he's got experience, and there's a lot of guys that go to Iowa, came in and really changed over his time there, and he's become a complete player. This is another, to me, one of the great steals in the first round.
Yeah, he's built to play inside the box with the overall physicality that he brings to the defense, and he plugs holes with workmanlike.
Jack Campbell. Nice pickup for the Lions.
And you know what I like? He spent a lot of time this offseason when the season was over with Luke Kuechly. One of the best to ever do it in terms of reading, reacting, studying, instincts, coverage. Like, Luke Kuechly is the perfect guy to train young linebackers, and he's been working with them for months now. That will only help with his career.
That's two Hawks. And they may have started with a
On number 19.
You don't talk about Iowa when you think of first rounders and you think about NFL players. You start to look at some of these rosters, like you said, with them.
Yeah, we talked about last year, 2022. Of all the programs in the country, all the five-star guys in the big-time programs, Iowa was 10th in all of college football in terms of players from a program on NFL rosters.
You guys don't want to give Iowa any credit, but I mean, you got
much of them probably on defense because they don't score much. So the defense is elite. Now, Will Levis is still waiting. The Buccaneers.
Levis, you know, he's got to be. He's actually in the building. You know, he's got to be thinking like, bro, are they gonna get me? Am I gonna get picked up in the first round? Well, somebody like Hooker decided not to be there, but to be, you know, I don't know where they are. Looks like they're in a larger place than a house. You know what I'm saying? Could be somebody's house. I'm not sure, but got a lot of family there, and he could get picked up in the second round, but I don't think we'll see that here. You know, not the second round. Hey, we won't get picked up the first round, so what?
With the 19th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Elijah Cansey, defensive end, Pittsburgh.
I don't know who that is. Elijah Cansey.
Fifth Panther to be a unanimous All-American since Aaron Donald from 2003.
Defensive tackle. That's a big dude.
He has some similar traits. He had the fastest 40 time in the combine since Aaron Donald. He made some hit with DeMar Hamlin. It's DeMar Hamlin who, of course, suffered that horrific injury on a Monday Night Football game for the Buffalo Bills and is now being cleared to return. But those guys are close friends with Elijah starting at Pittsburgh. And there is the great Aaron Donald, who came from Pittsburgh to Kansas, and there's some similarities. I mean, it's almost uncanny. No one said.
All right, Mama, calm down. Calm down.
Right? Yeah. And they play the same position, the same way, with the same height, the same weight. He was faster. Kansas was faster. I'm not saying he's a better football player.
Baby like
Kansas has got a chance.
Mama going crazy because she was like, baby gonna get that money.
Penetrate, locate, and hunt. That's what Kansas does, and he does it so quickly. As an offensive lineman, you don't know what just happened here after the first 2 steps.
Well, he lives in the backfield. He has 17 sacks in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
A lot of tackles for a loss.
Nice move.
We're
Quick, quick.
not going to compare him to Aaron Donald. One of the best to ever do it. But let's not
Yeah, he was up this year.
his athletic ability, his twitch, and what he can do. And he goes to that defensive line when they got Greg James, they got Vita Bay. They got some guys up front.
He quick, bro.
His quickness to be able to create some one-on-one matchups.
It's hard being for me to just call everything out, but I think we already did sort of compare him to Aaron Donald.
I say compare him like he's going to be the next Aaron Donald.
So my Panthers don't have another pick until the 2nd round.
At PNC Bank, you can find us in big cities and small towns across the U.S., where our focus is to always support.
So the Panthers will, in the 2nd round, they have the 8th pick.
Roll out of bed and into a fun family breakfast with Jimmy Dean biscuit roll-ups, signature sausage, eggs, and cheese.
Well, we got the overall first pick, then we got a 2nd round pick that's going to be 8, unless they decide to do some more switching or moving. But then from there we go to the 2nd round. The 3rd round. Let's see, Panthers in the 3rd round. 30th pick, the 3rd round. 4th round. Okay. 12th pick in the 4th round. Well, we gotta. Actually, we got 2 picks in the 4th round. 4th and the 30th. 14th. 12th and the 30th. What's going on here?
Deliver yourself. The Audi Q5. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Double check that. That's pretty good. You're not crying, are you? Let's check that. Ooh. What was that? What? No, don't worry about that. Here we go.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this? What?
Especially when it comes to
All right, so Bryce Young goes first to the Panthers.
Yes, I'm a CFP professional.
Number 2 is C.J. Stroud. Number 3, Will Anderson. Number 4, Anthony Richardson. Number 5, Devin Witherspoon. Number 6 overall, Paris Johnson goes to the Cardinals. The Raiders then pick up Tyree Wilson. Bijan Robinson, the first running back, goes to Atlanta. Dang. Got to put up with him next year. Jalen Carter then goes to the Eagles, defensive tackle. Darnell Wright, an offensive tackle, went to the Bears. Then Tennessee gets Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle. Jahmyr Gibbs, the second running back in this year's draft, goes to the Lions. Then Green Bay gets Lucas Van Ness from Iowa, defensive end. Hey, some of these picks down here lower in the first round are good picks. Good athletes. Broderick Jones from Georgia, offensive tackle, goes to Pittsburgh. The Jets get Will McDonald, an offensive lineman. Emmanuel Forbes goes to the Commanders from Mississippi State, the cornerback. Christian Gonzalez, another cornerback, goes to New England. The Lions get Jack Campbell. Man, I like Jack. Big Jack. Inside linebacker. And then Khalije Cansey, another outstanding defensive tackle. He goes to these guys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now we're waiting on the Seahawks, number 20. And their pick is in. Do they need a quarterback? And so Will Levis is still out there. So is Hendon Hooker. The Pats. They got Christian Gonzalez, a corner from Oregon. Christian Gonzalez, 6'1", 197. That's a big cornerback. Evidently, he's got a little speed. Gonzalez is a talented press corner with the length to get his hands on receivers, quick feet to mirror the release, and speed to stay in phase.
Who are pioneers in flag football growth. These young men and women embody the NFL values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams. Congratulations.
That's a big dude right there.
Your academic and football
All them
career.
guys got some height on them.
Now to make the selection.
Unless those females are really, really small.
Your rebate.
With the 20th pick in the 2023
The 20th
NFL
pick.
Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Jackson and Jigba, wide receiver, Ohio
Jackson
State.
and Jigba. Jackson Smith and Jigba. First rounds at 20th, 21st pick. 20th pick. All right, so basically got 12 more picks to go. 6'1", 196.
Definitely had a big impact on me and my brother, just trying to get to where we wanted to be. I remember early mornings, running the hill.
Smith in Jigma is in
My brother is currently on the Pittsburgh Pirates.
in
Having an older
what's
brother
it,
like
insensitive?
that, just to be in your ear, to give you that confidence boost, and always tell me, remember the work that we
Insensitive.
put to get here. So it's a
I
blessing.
cannot
And
see.
when my name is called, I'm gonna be very thankful. To make my family proud means everything to me.
Insensitive. Isn't it insensitive? I can't see. What the crap? Instinctive.
There's Jackson Smith in Jigba, 13 All-American.
Alright, he's an instinctive and precise route runner whose ability to shake defensive backs working against man coverage looks and settles into soft spots working against zone coverage makes him a quarterback's best friend.
And asked them all about each other. At one point, I asked them who's the
From
best.
Ohio State.
From the
Instinctive.
pointed to Jackson Smith.
You made a comment, I think, that was like, this guy's gonna be the best of all time, like one of the best ever.
On that. Yeah.
You stand on that.
Yeah.
What was it that you saw from him? What was it that made you say?
It's one of those things where you see people catching balls and it just looks natural coming into their hand. You know, they don't, when they drop one, like it doesn't happen. That's how it is with Jackson. He's supernatural.
Who's the best athlete of the career?
I would say me.
I love it, and he's so quiet. I would say me.
I don't know what it is, honestly.
You can do it all. It's just natural.
I guess so.
Well, you remember that he did not really get a chance to play this past season because of
He's got a little size too, 6 foot, 196. Good, great hands.
He played was a Notre Dame game, but this is his first touchdown of his career right here. We all, I think, Ned especially, we were like, okay, he's different. With a toe tap in the back of the end zone to get that foot down.
Nice.
Kind of a precursor, yes, for what his career was going to be. And then to the Rose Bowl, it's insane. 15 receptions.
Dang, he just ran open. Hey, did Josh Downs, did he go? Shoot, did Josh Downs even, he ain't gonna be a first round pick, but I think Josh Downs is in the draft too.
Short space speed too. Yeah. Jackson Smith and Jigba going to Seattle, 20th pick overall. Here's Warren Ruffin.
Thank you, Reese. Jamie, you just said you're relieved. Why?
It's been a long process, a long journey, a lot of years. You know, you watch them succeed in high school and have a terrific high school career, go on to college, break records. Now here we are at the NFL draft, and it's just taking it in, and it was a long time to get to that number 20 pick. Thank you, Seattle.
Lana, you said we might have to move out west. What does this moment mean to you?
It means everything. To me, it means everything. I'm just thankful to the Lord. Let him know the Seattle Seahawks, believe in my son. He's going to be a great asset to the organization. I'm just relieved. I'm just thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for the mom. I'm just thankful that, he's made this far. It's really a relief.
Lots of smiles.
Big time.
You know a thing or two about playing professionally. What are you most proud of?
All the hard work has paid off, and that dreams do come true. And I'm just so excited for him, so excited for our family, and we're very blessed. And Seattle got a good one. Promise you that.
Congratulations, you guys. Reese.
Warren Caden made a great effort to get
Will Levis, he's where he's trying to be loose, but I don't know. Maybe somebody called him. They let him know that, hey, we're getting ready to pick you, son. Just hang on. We got you. We got you. That's the thing about it, like I know he don't really care who picks him, where he goes. He just, if he got all dressed up to be there in Kansas City, You know what I'm saying? He hopes somebody picks him in this first round.
As highly as some anticipated, did you run into a need situation? For the Chargers, maybe another weapon for Justin Herbert and that powerful.
But yeah, do they need a quarterback? Probably not. Maybe someone to back up Herbert.
With the 21st pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Quentin Johnston, wide receiver, TCU.
Y'all don't know Quentin Johnston.
So Quentin Johnston out of TCU is going to team up with Justin Herbert in Los Angeles. And Quentin, after helping TCU make it all the way to the national championship game, he's the kind of athlete he is. He's a big wide receiver, but he's always been able to move quickly because he grew up admiring the smaller guys. And both his parents, Carl and Sherry, military veterans.
Dang, 6'10", high jump.
They run a pretty tight ship with Quentin growing up.
You're right. It's the first outside receiver here.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 208 pounds, and we you know, with the season that TCU had, we kind of watched
6'3", 208.
to get vertical. Start to think about where he matches up. You mentioned Herbert, how he always needs weapons. You got Keenan Allen, you got Mike Williams, you got Josh Palmer, and now you got Quentin Johnston. So kind of an embarrassment of riches now for this offense built around Justin Herbert.
Yeah, you see Johnson here.
Dang, he just run right by you, bro.
One of those guys that builds speed as he goes. When you're this size, you know, it's 6'2 and a half, 208 pounds. Once you get that momentum going, it's hard to defend as a cornerback. The other thing I noticed in this game, I think he could do a better job of high pointing the ball and utilizing that great leg. He's like a pterodactyl when you stand next to him, the long arms and the limbs. He can utilize that better in the league, and I think he'll get coached too, especially with Mike Williams.
Spin move. And gone. Oh, almost. Stutter. Drag route. Missed the tackle. Now he's gone, stretched out. No one will catch him. Quentin Johnston, 21st pick, first round. Goes to the Lightning Bolts, goes to the Chargers. And Baltimore, who just signed their quarterback today, largest contract for a quarterback, might be the largest contract in the NFL right now. I don't know. I read one of those. It's either the largest contract in the NFL, largest contract for a quarterback. What was it, like 260-some million for 5 years? So Lamar will still be there. They got that deal done. I'll say Quentin Johnston, 6'3", 208. Johnston's a deep threat with the speed to stretch the field, and he does a good job of tracking the ball over his shoulder. He frequently makes at least the first defender miss, and he has the contact balance to break tackles after he catches, or after a catch. Cool. Alright, so the big wide receiver from TCU is the 21st pick. And now we wait for a 22 to be the Baltimore Ravens. like I said, just signed Lamar Jackson. So what do they need? Wide receivers. Wide receivers, quarterback is like way down the list. Um, Will Levis, will they pick him anyway? They say he's the best available, but the Baltimore Ravens have Lamar Jackson. They also have Lamar Jackson 2. I can't remember the guy's name. Unless they traded him, comes off the bench looking just like Lamar Jackson. And just steps in, if you ask me, and does exactly what Lamar does. You know, maybe a little less effective, but still, they've got a backup quarterback. So I know Levis is worried. Who needs a quarterback? Would it be the Vikings? Probably not. Jacksonville? Nah. New York? Nah. The Cowboys? Who knows? Oh, who won the game? Right. Actually, that was. He is the highest paid NFL player.
Yeah, I mean, you got your quarterback, right? You got Lamar Jackson. You bring in Odell Beckham Jr. I think you should also go get a wide receiver right here. Zay Flowers from Boston College. Another route tactician. I know the receivers this year have been a lot smaller, but they come with a big punch. And Zay Flowers, the guy that's not, going to be, shied off from the cold weather. He can separate. He makes big plays happen. Go out and fully give Lamar Jackson an opportunity to prove that money you paid.
All right, their pick is in.
The 22nd pick in the 2023 draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Zay Flowers, wide receiver, Boston College.
And that is who RG3 said they need to get, Zay Flowers. And they get him.
First team All-ACC selection. Out in the offseason with Geno Smith, the Seahawks quarterback. Now, he had a big season.
Sure, he's a little dude, bro. Like, what is he? He's not 5'10", 5'11". Nah, he about 5'10".
Program that gave him a chance. So Sour Patch Kids for everybody because they'll eat him in pregame for sure. Let's go. He has a lot of people to celebrate with tonight. He wears the number 4 because he's the 4th youngest in his family of 14.
All right, he's even smaller than 5'10". He's 5'9".
I got 9 brothers and 4 sisters, including me. It's 14 of us. I feel like that's what shaped me. And we
Dang,
just
bro.
grew together. That you kind of didn't even know that we didn't have a mother. But it was 2005. We was at the park playing football. My mom ended up falling, hitting the head, and we got the word that she passed away. And before every game, right her and my brother name on my cleats. My brother also passed away. I'ma just always talk to them, be prayer, because my mom put us in football too. I thank her for that. I miss y'all, and thank you for everything and watching over me.
We're gonna get Willie back.
Some of these guys go through a bunch of stuff, different things, man, you don't even know. 5'9",
I'm gonna get him over here in 1 second.
5'9", 182 pounds.
Let me get you. We're on live. You said your allergies were bothering you. Are you? Why is this moment emotional for you?
Because I'm just so proud of him. He's been working hard. I mean, that's all he do is work hard. This is his dream all his life. So I'm happy.
Flowers is an ultra quick and highly instinctive route runner who does a great job of getting off the line and generating separation.
So she'll really be happy for him, you know. Yeah, she got him started in football, and I just took it away with him, you know. Yeah.
Congratulations, Willie.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Reese.
All right, so next up will be the Vikings. Valhalla Sports. I'm pretty sure he's checking this out.
He runs great routes. He's a pure separator. He can sprint any direction in the blink of an eye. You won't touch him if he doesn't want you to. His athletic profile presents matchup problems for his cornerbacks and safeties. And Kirk, when I spoke to him last week, he told me he was just flying home from catching passes from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Hey, he reminds you of who? Steve Smith. Reminds me of Desmond Howard. That's what he reminds me of. I mean, honestly, sometimes, I think, Des, you might have said it earlier, sometimes you slide and you go to a better team.
Shoot, Steve Smith wasn't much taller than 5'9".
Exactly. And he's playing with Lamar Jackson. 100%.
He was bigger, though.
Team that's a competitor in the AFC North and a chance to get to the postseason. Absolutely. This works out great. Yeah. See OBJ, who's now part of the team. He's excited.
Whether we get Zay, Addison, or
just 24 hours ago, the sky is falling.
and Jigba are getting the players. They got some offense right there. All right, so the Vikings 4:03 on the clock.
He put up 200 receptions in his career on the flat.
And you know, I mean, look at it. 5'9", 182 pounds, right? Yeah. Everyone in the gym knows you're going to this guy. Yeah. Everyone knows. There's no other receiver. You got a quarterback who, you know, they hated that quarterback play. They got an offensive line that was injured across the board. Yeah. I talked to Jeff Haslett this year in August, went out to a practice. He said, this guy's like the Energizer Bunny. It doesn't matter what else is going on. Like, he's going to get in no matter what because he's got that dog in him. Yeah. And he's going to be just fine in the NFL. There's number 3 right away, maybe a number 2 if it's all said and done.
Well, in Boston College, I'm sure the Heights are celebrating around those parts too.
All right, waiting on 24. That'll be the Vikings, and then you got the Jaguars.
Party Gonars, our great friend Wayne Corso wants to party in the mode. Party mode, any way you do it. Is Zay Flowers going to Baltimore? Here's Susan Dalton.
Zay, you made history. The first DC wide receiver to go in the first round. What are you most proud of in the journey?
I'm proud of the patience. I just fought through everything, no matter what it was, adversity. And I had my family, I had my friends, I had everybody by my side. And Coach happily stuck by me and gave me his word. And he helped me through this opportunity, with this opportunity.
One of 14 kids, and your dad held it down on his own. But in this moment, how do you want to honor your mom? What she's meant to the journey?
She's the reason I'm still doing this. She put me in this, it started with my mom. And my dad continued it. And it mean everything. That's why I made sure that she was with me. Made sure she was with me tonight.
You know, somebody is really happy tonight. Lamar Jackson has already tweeted out how happy he is.
Tell him let's do it. Tell him let's do it. Hey, we about to work. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
There you go. Congrats.
What a smile. And I love the word that he just said there, patience. Yeah. What a word that sometimes gets lost on this generation.
Vikings, 2 minutes on the clock.
He had to work through some adversity to get to this point. That's why he's so
great. I don't don't see any shaking of hands and hugging and stuff yet. They just got to make a final decision.
We mentioned to turn down those NIL deals at the direction of his father. So, well, look, he challenged him, but he encouraged him. He said, these people believed in you. They gave you the chance. You know, what do you want to do? They sort of spoke his loyalty and his patience, which has been paid off now as a great opportunity in Baltimore. The Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. Now, Kirk Cousins coming to the end of his contract, and with Will Levis still waiting, there are only a couple of teams in the draft order remaining now. Depending on trades could change things, obviously. But at the moment, only a couple of quarterback-needy teams, and Minnesota might be one for the team.
Minnesota's one. I look at maybe the Saints down to 29 as another one, but then Hendon Hooker, Will Levis, quarterbacks both expecting, right or wrong, expecting to be first-round picks. And Will Levis kind of thought that, just like everyone, that he could go number 4 overall. So this is becoming a long night for the Levis family.
Yeah, and you look at these two, and who knows if they're going to select quarterback. But you look at those two. One on the left had as good a year on the field as you can have. Decision making, accuracy.
Yeah, they probably won't get picked in the first round, though.
Will Levis had some good moments, but he battled through some injuries. Didn't quite have the year on the field that we expected, and then blows up, against as a combine in his personal workout. So it's two very different paths to where we are tonight, at least in the 2022 season.
And in some of the talk, which a lot of it hasn't proven to be true.
All right, the Vikings have made their pick.
Targeting Hendon Hooker because even though there have been really great reports on his recovery from that knee injury that he suffered late, that he could be ready to go fairly early next year, but he wouldn't be rushed to play.
That guy in the beard on the bottom right, he's serious. I mean, he means business. I don't know what he's
He's the one who's like, we're not clapping. Whoever they took, he's stand on the tip like a line.
He's an offensive line. He's ready to roll.
Hey, thank you, few people who are watching tonight, who stopped by. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it so very much. This is not one of those things that's a very exciting deal, but to a few hardcore football fans, it's a cool thing. All right, with 15.8 seconds on the clock, Boston in the lead by 6 over Atlanta.
Exactly.
Hey, Beard's ready, man.
Oh, man. So the Vikings, will they take their quarterback to the future? They get some help. They had a great regular season last year, but a disappointing loss in the playoffs.
I will Robert Goodell. Please report to the microphone. There he is.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jordan Addison, wide receiver, USC.
Jordan Addison.
Big fella likes receivers.
Yeah. Clearly, the guy wants to show his calves. Jordan Addison had a productive year with Caleb Williams as the star quarterback at USC.
Well, wide receivers, bro. They some slim guys, bro.
But Jordan Addison won the Bolitnikoff Award when he was playing for the Pittsburgh Panthers.
A guy by the name of Justin Jefferson. He's a pretty good ball player in his own right.
Yes.
He's on one side. Now you got Jordan Addison on the other side of this offense. That is beautiful.
It'd be great if Hendon could get picked up in the first round, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Will Levis probably won't get picked either. That's all right. Like that, that puts a chip on your shoulder. Of course, now they're going to have to get a shot to play. They have to get a shot to play to use that chip. Show that chip's on their shoulder. Yeah, trying to wait to see if Hendon gets picked, so I can tell my little story. It's very little.
defender, understanding where to be in zone. He just has a great feel for the game. He can play inside and he can play outside, so you love that positional versatility. And I give him a lot of credit. You know, you have that great year with the Bolitnikoff in 2021. When he got off the plane, right, that was the first time he stepped foot in California. And they go in a new system, obviously a great quarterback, but to just move his life out west, that 1 year of opportunity, he had a really good season, and now he's going to be a first-round draft pick and have a chance to be great opposite Justin Jefferson. Yeah, Addison can run the whole route tree. That's what he brings to an offense. And when he's in his route, he can snap them off, and it creates natural.
Get him inside, go out. Ooh, nice. Oh, got him.
Great footwork, excellent eye-hand coordination, and I think he's going to be a tremendous impactful player for Minnesota.
Oh, for sure. Jordan Addison going to Minnesota. Here's Laura Rutledge.
Thanks, Reese. Keisha, as mom, just as you saw Jordan walking on that stage, you screamed really loud, "Let's go."
That's right.
What would you use to describe the joy of this moment?
I am elated. I am elated. He's been wanting this for so long, and we are here. So I am so proud.
Older brother Michael, you were yelling too, okay? So how fired up are you?
Oh, I'm super fired up, man. My brother worked so hard for this, all the work that he's put into this point, man. It just, I don't know, I'm emotional for him, man. But we here, and everybody who passed on him is nothing to the other guys, but y'all made a mistake, and he's going to show y'all. He's going to show y'all this season, yeah.
Let's hear some more roars from you guys. I like it.
Let's go! 33!
Loud in here. We got more coming your way from the NFL Draft live on ABC. We'll be back with all of the latest. Still waiting to see if a team takes.
All right, New York is up. Let's see. You got New York. Hold up. What's this mean? Does it mean these guys working, or does it mean they're trying to make some deals here? All right, they're probably just working. Then you got the Cowboys. Yeah, I hope Hendon doesn't go there. That, like, his dad got drafted there. And then he ended up releasing him. What I heard was they didn't even let him. They didn't even let him try out or play any quarterback in his tryout. That's his dad. Back in the day, his dad, Alan Hooker, was really beyond his time. He was beyond his time. Where you got Lamar Jackson, you got even back as far as Michael Vick, you know, and those quarterbacks, Cam Newton, those quarterbacks who are mobile. That's what he was in college. And you know, back then in the 80s, back in the 80s, people didn't think, our coaches did not think a mobile quarterback would be successful in the NFL. You had to stay in the pocket. You had to stay in the pocket and throw the ball. Even if you could get out, that wasn't. It was like, okay, I guess they were like, hey, take the sack. You know, but Alan Hooker was one of those guys that, you know, when you got in trouble, there was nowhere to go to the ball. There was nowhere to go with the ball. He could still make a play with his legs. You know, you run more than you run more than twice in a football game as a quarterback. Back then, they were like, oh, he can't stay in the pocket, and that's what they wanted, him to stay in the pocket. Then I also had people. There were also people, guys I've coached with, that actually played with him. You know, yeah, coach. Pack, yeah, coach. Thank you. Celtics, 76ers next. Cool, yeah. Celtics got through that next round. Heat Knicks be a good series too. All right, so are the Heat in? Because I hadn't heard. Heat Knicks be a good series too. So the Heat did end up beating, or will they have still have a? I'll check it out. Pat's next pick. Let's see. See if that is going to be in the second round, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, their next pick, Pat's next pick, Ron Duffney, is going to be second round. So, 15th pick, second round. So they got the Pats got the 15th pick in the second round, and yeah, that's it. All right, I can go as deep. I'll go to the third round. In the third round, see, Pats have a pick.
With the 24th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft,
Yeah, Pats will pick 13th.
Deontay Banks, defensive back, Maryland.
13th pick in the third round.
About getting Deontay Banks, and there is Deontay celebrating. Lined up out wide almost exclusively, playing for Michael Locksley, Maryland head coach. Here's the guy who had an outstanding combine, ran a 4.35 40, grew up in the Baltimore area, been a lifelong Maryland Terrapins fan. Was only a three-star recruit coming out of high school early on. Didn't have a lot of big offers, but when Maryland came around, he jumped right on it, went on to have
Deontay Banks. Deontay Banks, 6 foot 179. He's some nice size defensive backs, bro. Nice size guys. Banks is a physical press zone corner with the fluidity and top end speed to turn and run with the receiver. Cool. All right, Buffalo Bills on the clock next.
Absolutely. You got sticky too. It's hard for receivers to get away from him. Yeah. Really sticky. So, the Jonas brothers were with us earlier. Giants.
All right, yeah, Ron. They Pats get their next picks in the second round. What did I say? 15th, something like that.
Are you a new AT&T customer looking to upgrade your phone? Your truck locked into your contract for 3 years, and your phone is locked into their network too. No 2-year upgrade for you, Jonathan. At T-Mobile has a way. Bring your AT&T locked phone, and T-Mobile will pay it off and give you one of the latest 5G smartphones for free. Plus, next time we're ready for an upgrade a year early. You're free now, little one. So are you. Just so we're clear on digital components for comedy. Free your phone now at T-Mobile.
Yeah, 15th pick.
It's your igniter. We'll help get that fixed. Then your oven issues, done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got, what is that? 8 more picks. Hey Siri, who won the series between the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks?
I need Indeed. Indeed you do. Create a free Indeed account, and you no longer have to choose between job searching and socializing. Indeed has thousands of employers ready to search for you.
a series. Who won the series between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat? All right, so the Heat the Heat eliminate the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, for some reason I just didn't see the Milwaukee Bucks winning. I just could not say that I couldn't see them winning. I can't see Phoenix winning it. You know, in Denver, that's who I picked, but they're struggling. So I don't know. Or they struggled. So, but I want to say that the Timberwolves were they were a good team. Even though they had to play to get in the playoffs, they had to go through the play-in. Still, that was a pretty good team that Denver was playing. And Anthony Edwards grew up big time this year and in the playoffs, so he should come out next year. That's going to be his. Next year is going to be his real breakout year. Like he got to the point in these playoffs where he was just, give me the ball and let me do what I'm gonna do. So. Well, you know that's his mother right there. Tell you what, you want to be confident, but don't be overconfident. Confident.
Buffalo Bills select Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
Love it.
Finally, tight end. Love it.
Dalton Kincaid. See, that's what I would have done regardless, bro. Unless I'm like, unless I got like I won the Heisman or something like that. Unless they just consistently got my name at the top 3. That's where I'd be, at the house, somewhere chilling, watching it. I ain't got to be there, dressed all up, you know what I'm saying?
He became really interested in dealing with a nonprofit and autistic kids while he was at San Diego.
Dalton Kincaid, tight end, goes to the Buffalo Bills.
During my time at San Diego, coming in as a freshman, the senior quarterback reached out to all the freshmen and put out an invitation to come work with the
Look at that neck, right?
Foundation. And the school down there has a program where we would connect student athletes with kids with autism based off kind of hobbies or interests they may have. So after games, kids would come. One of them would grill our quarterback and kind of give him the stats that he had for that game. Told him what routes he missed, what players were open. It was a special time down there. The lesson I took away was, don't judge a book by its cover. You can make judgments based off kind of seeing someone once you get to know people.
4 minutes and 41 seconds, and my old team, the Dallas Cowboys, are going to be taking the 27th pick. Siri, how long has Jerry Jones owned the Cowboys?
This is more of a receiver with that basketball background. He can high point the ball and just has some instinctive ability to make plays as a route runner.
Since February 1989. So he had just bought him when, right after Alan Hooker tried out for the team. Well, yeah, was drafted for the team. He was owner, president, and general manager of the Cowboys and management since '89.
Yes, he's an athlete. He's a great route runner and all those. It is so hard to find a tight end that can create after the catch. It's unique. It's like
So Jerry Jones like 80, he's like 82 years old, something like that. Right.
Think about all the weapons they already have, and now you put him in there. It's like Mahomes, how he just keeps adding.
Yeah, like 81, 82.
Seeing the same thing with Josh Allen.
You know, you mentioned the Bills' ability now to use two tight ends, and there's a variety of different types of tight ends since the merger between the AFL and the NFL, 51 seasons since 1970. Look at 1,000-yard seasons by tight ends and how they fight. You've got guys, we talked about Kyle Pitts of Atlanta, who's a much different type of tight end than, say, Michael Mayer from Notre Dame.
All right, the Cowboys up next. Dalton Kennard, 6'4", 246.
As a big, rangy receiver, and then he ends up going to the college, and he's more of a flex tight end. And then he goes to the NFL, and they're utilizing these guys and their skill sets like a Travis Kelce. That's what it is.
Yeah, this year's group is unique. I've got 8 guys that could go in the first 2 rounds. I mean, that's unbelievable. And you're seeing it more trickle down to the college level where a guy, it's not in line.
Let's see. What's up with the second round? Second round, Pittsburgh. You got Arizona, the Lions, and the Colts. Hey, what if Hendon Hooker stays out there and the Panthers pick him up? 2 quarterbacks. But they wouldn't do that.
It's on the clock. See what they need. They have a tight end among their needs right now. And maybe when the post-Ezekiel Elliott era, 2 running backs would have gone off the board. He sort of now things go in that direction here.
Michael Mayer, I mean,
yeah, like a
this is pretty damn. Yeah, I like him, and I like Luke Musgrave from Oregon State. That's what I'm saying. Like, these tight ends, it's a little bit like wide receiver. We waited, what, 17 picks to get this line out again.
Cowboys been waiting for a while. There's Jerry Jones, of course, running everything at the head of the table. They've decided who they're going to pick. Is that Jerry Jones' grandson or his son back there? Gotta be his grandson in the back there. They're just alike. All right, pick is in. And you know who made the pick? No general. He is a general manager. Owner and general manager. All that money, and we still. Hey, that little dude on my left too. That's he's got to be kin to Jerry Jones too. That might be my boy's son right there. All that money and all that talent, and the Cowboys still they can't make it back to the Super Bowl. They just can't get there.
The young lad has anything to say in there? Is he just taking it all in? Let me get a handshake. I wondered if he's in there. He's just absorbing it all, and one day he'll be pulling the trigger on some things.
Hey, owner, president, and general manager. Just he take it. He does everything.
With photographs, with identity. I'm going to get on that for next year. Not as these guys.
Although the beard was a lot better than if he had his first one last year.
Yeah. Cowboy Nation dedicated from parts unknown and all over.
Come on, Roger.
Another weapon. They go with Michael Mayer.
You know they don't need a quarterback, so they're not gonna get Levis.
With the 26th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle, Michigan.
They go with defense.
He was a dominant force inside for the Wolverines. They're running back-to-back Big Ten championships. Made it to the college football playoff this year. Big
Mozzie Smith.
Was a huge reason why his grandparents were really important civil rights leaders in Grand Rapids, Michigan in the 1960s. He really comes from a family of writers. He has a creative side as well, majoring in creative writing of literature. He hopes to write movies and songs in the future. They're playing a tune for him in Dallas now.
Yeah, you talked about Carl's granddad.
Mozzie, put your shirt on, bro.
He started Black Freedom Movement, they were called organizer. But what Mozzie Smith brings to defense is first, he's really strong hands, very quick off the ball, excellent first step. He was a guy who really led that defense. People looked at him for leadership. If things were going wrong, if things weren't going great, Mozzie Smith was the guy who picked them up. Great personality.
Man, if I could teach these middle school guys how to control the line of scrimmage like that and stay low, find the guy, make the tackle.
But he's got the quickness, he's got the power, he's got all the traits to look for. Started 28 games the last 2 seasons to average 49 snaps per game versus 11 Power 5 opponents. So a big guy who can actually stay on the field a lot and show that stamina. So it's really all about unlocking that pass rush ability. But Mozzie Smith is a freakishly gifted young man.
Those are the stats they put up for
6'3", 322. Smith is an outstanding run defender and one of the strongest prospects in 2023.
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
No, new house.
Mozzie
Well,
Smith.
you should definitely shout Geico. Can help you save on homeowners insurance.
5 more picks.
I'll give you $2.
5 more picks.
That's a Victorian antique.
All right. How much for the refiner then?
Wait. How did that get out here? That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
What do you think makes analyzing a big bank's data no big deal?
Go on.
Well, what if you partner with IBM and Red Hat, use a hybrid cloud solution to connect data across multiple systems globally, then analyze all that data in one?
Okay, but this needs to be powered.
Security standards? Yep.
Compliance standards? So they get the insights they need in real time. Sure can make quick decisions.
Check.
7 likes. Appreciate that, everyone. Because you guys definitely didn't have to do it. It's been a slow night, very slow.
We do it by hand. So, it's real. Try it out now.
USAA? Yeah. They have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. But they also have banking, plus advice, and other perks. So we know she's all set.
Whoa.
Because we've got USAA. USAA.
Even though I'm a little bit,
And their families.
there's a little bit of lag here. Right. Bit of a lag right here. All right, with the overall first pick, Bryce Young goes to the Panthers. C.J. Stroud, the second pick, goes to the Texans. And then the Texans make a trade, and they move up to the third pick. They also get Will Anderson, the linebacker. Colts, Anthony Richardson. The Seahawks pick up Devin Witherspoon, cornerback. Arizona gets Paris Johnson, big tackle. Tyree Wilson, defensive end, goes to the Raiders. Hang on.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Anton Harrison, tackle, Oklahoma.
All right, so Jacksonville, that is their second pick. They get Anton Harrison. Right, if I'm not mistaken. It's good. Alright, that's a first. I thought they had one earlier. So that's the Jacksonville's first pick. So then Tyree Wilson went to the Raiders. Atlanta gets the best running back in the draft, Bijan Robinson. Jalen Carter goes to the Eagles. The Browns get Darnell Wright, offensive tackle. Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle, goes to the Titans. And the Lions get Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the second running back. There's only been 2 running backs to go so far in the first round. Nobody they don't pick a bunch of running backs in the first round anymore. Luka Van Ness from Iowa, defensive end, goes to Green Bay. The Steelers get Roderick Jones, offensive tackle. Will McDonald goes to the Jets. He's the outside linebacker. Emmanuel Forbes, corner, goes to the Commanders. The Pats get Christian Gonzalez, cornerback. Jack Campbell, I like Jack Campbell, Big Jack, inside linebacker, goes to the Lions. Elijah Cansey goes to Tampa Bay, defensive tackle. Jackson Smith and Juba goes to the Seahawks, wide receiver. And Seahawks are the ones they've got 2 first-round picks. A couple more teams we take. Quentin Johnson from TCU, wide receiver, goes to the Lightning Bolts. Zay Flowers, the little guy, wide receiver, goes to Baltimore. The Vikings get Jordan Addison, wide receiver. New York, Dante Banks, cornerback. Dalton Kincaid is a tight end. He goes to the Buffalo Bills. Dallas gets a defensive player, Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle. And then Anton Harrison. Anton Harrison is the 28th pick. So 29th pick. You got the Bengals. Bengals don't need a quarterback, so I don't think so. Hendon and Levis out of luck there. Then you got the Saints. Saints maybe.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Myles Murphy, defensive end, Weston.
Needed pass rushers. They got one.
All right, so the Bengals go with Myles Murphy, first round pick. $few million for him. daggone construction. What'd you say? Construction technology? Construction science. I think I would have liked that. Because when I went to school, I went for drafting, and then I wanted to get into architectural engineering. Didn't have the math, so he looks like a very smart kid. You have to have high math to get into the engineering department. I think I could have excelled at construction science. Right? Is that what he said? Construction science? I think that's what he said. Yeah, I like Miles Murphy. And she had to still been out there, and the Panthers could have got him. All right, Saints. 5-19. Now the Saints might need a quarterback. I ain't no Mike. The Saints could use a quarterback. So here we go. Hendon or Will. Let's see. You know, will they bring you guys in? Like, okay, I'll go ahead and tell you right now. They would probably get Will Levis instead of picking Hendon. Even though Hendon's probably the more versed and probably a better player, more accurate. I know that than Levis. So with the Saints on the clock, we only got the Eagles and Kansas City left.
It's time to hit refresh, to be buttoned up, to feel your best and look it by using Just for Men shampoo and hair color to eliminate gray in 5 easy minutes. It's time to look forward. Just for Men shampoo and color.
I feel so good all the time. I need you here by my side.
Jack Campbell, Jahmyr Gibbs. So Jahmyr Gibbs. I got a feeling that is not how you spell his name, so we're gonna check this out again. Jahmyr. Yeah, it is. All right, we go with the Saints. Oh, well, they may not need a quarterback unless they plan on getting rid of somebody.
With the 29th pick
They're going
in the
defense.
2023 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Brzee, defensive tackle, Clemson.
So back-to-back Clemson defensive linemen with Miles Murphy going to the Bengals.
D-tackle.
Frederick, Maryland, Brian Brzee, his loved ones there celebrating. He's going to the New Orleans Saints.
Wow, what amazing potential he has at the next level with his size, 6'6", 298, and really quick. He's able to get off with his power and agility off the block. Plays hard every single play. You know, some of these guys in the interior of the defense, sometimes they disappear. They take some plays off. Not this guy. So you love that. The Saints will love to see that work ethic. But I think the combination, like you see, these are only the lead defensive linemen. It's a combo, right? Of the quicks with the power. I love the effort as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'5", over 300 pounds, and he ran a 1.7 10-yard split. I know there's not everyone at home. That's a good one for a defensive end. That's really quick. And he's just been through a lot, man. Like, the injuries over and over again. And his sister passing away. He's just like, I'm excited for him to get kind of a fresh start, get somewhere now in New Orleans where he's got an opportunity to stay healthy, get his body right. Because I'm telling you, this guy
All right, two more. Eagles and the Chiefs. Eagles and the Chiefs. We know the Eagles don't need a quarterback. And the Chiefs, unless they need a backup, they don't need a quarterback. So pretty sure Levis and my boy Hook not going to get drafted in the first. But they'll get drafted. Somebody pick them up.
My little sister, her name is Ella Brzee. The best sister a brother could ask for.
We love each other.
I think she passed away.
Brother.
She was diagnosed with a type of cancer called medulloblastoma and just ended up passing away late last year. But she went through an incredibly tough fight, stayed positive throughout the whole thing, you know, never was down, never was out. This past year, Ella was down in Clemson with me for a week with the team, spending time with everybody. Everyone got to know and love Ella. Not only my teammates, my coaches, but the whole community really rallied around me and my family during a tough time that we were going through, and it was truly something special. Every time I put on a jersey or take the field, it's to honor Ella. She loved watching not only me play, but, you know, was everybody in our family's biggest cheerleader. Whenever I'm able to go out here, I do everything, you know, to make her proud.
Well, Brian and the Brzee family join us now from Maryland. Congratulations, you are now a New Orleans Saint. You've been through so much. What have the last few minutes felt like for you?
I mean, it's just been, you know, a blessing for me and my family to be, you know, in this situation and just living out my dream. And, you know, my family has sacrificed a lot for me to be in the position I am now, so I can't thank them enough. And, yeah, it's just super, super exciting.
We just watched some of the story of what your family has gone through over the last year, Brian, and I'm just wondering how, after going through the trauma of all that, your perspective on a joyous night like this changes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just makes, you know, not only me, but my whole family here just appreciate every day so much more, you know. My little sister Ella lived every day like that, and, you know, we got to learn a lot from her, and so, you know, just living every day for her now, me and my whole family, and doing everything we do in her honor.
You've honored her so well. I know you wore Ella Strong on your arm this year and got so much support from the community, and I'm sure you will get the same from the New Orleans community. Congratulations on an amazing night for you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Reese, we'll send it back over to you.
these gut-wrenching stories in college football season. To see the love and support that the entire Clemson community handed out for Ella and the strength that the D family showed. Inspirational, and Ella would certainly be found in great moments.
All right, Eagles. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left. And we got one more after that. For anybody who hung with me here today, there's only one person. A couple people. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, so we got the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. What? The Vikings? Is that who got Anthony Richardson? The Vikings picked twice or something? The Vikings did not get Anthony Richardson. What are you talking about? Did they trade or something? Pick. Who is this?
The 2023 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select edge Miles Murphy out of Clemson. 40 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 11 tackles, 4 losses in 2022. 53 quarterback pressures, and he's headed to a Bengals defense. What do you think, Bengals fans? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. You like this pick
All right, Kansas City. All right, so there's your list of first round picks, first 32 picks. We got one more left. Probably going to be a defensive player. I would think a couple of guys that were shown that could possibly go first round were not picked. That's going to be Levis and Hendon Hooker. Not going to be picked up. Hendon Hooker probably doesn't get hurt at the end of the year. Probably goes, possibly goes in the first round. Like there, it was only what 3 quarterbacks picked. You know what I'm saying? But he may have been one of those top 3. You know, Stroud, Young, and then we had Anderson. Those are the only 3 quarterbacks. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to get out of here. Hey, I'm the only one watching anyway. But yeah, it's been nice. Thank you